Testing, testing.
Yeah,
My
she's
headphones.
echoey.
It's terrible. I was realizing that
Now it's echoey again.
and I sound terrible. Um, okay. Can you like turn that shit down or something? Is that any better?
No.
Is that any better?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. What'd you do?
I turned the echo down.
Oh, imagine.
Good job, sweetie.
I have no idea what's wrong with my mic.
Yeah.
Sounds so echoey.
It definitely says echo.
Welcome to the Mac Besties podcast, where four besties with over 30 years of friendship invite you to join us on this wild, wonderful journey called life. We're here to celebrate the highs, laugh through the lows, and navigate everything in between. From careers and family to self-care and chasing dreams, nothing's off limits. No matter your age, grab your coffee, wine, or whatever you love to drink most and settle in with us. Together, we'll share the lessons we've learned, the moments that made us, and the stories that remind us why friendship is forever. This is your space too, besties. Let's do this.
Welcome back. And for Megan.
Thank you for both of those statements.
My week was all right. I went dancing on Thursday for the Thursday night line dancing, and I always enjoy that. Seeing my friend Bernice and her husband, and yeah, I enjoy going and dancing. So I had a lot of fun that night. I didn't really do much on Friday. Over the weekend, I made hog dog food. And then I went and had some pizza and beer for dinner and finished the dog food, went grocery shopping, purged my clothes. Like I had to switch over my summer clothes to my winter clothes because I wanted my PJ pants.
So, but you add sweaters to the closet?
Well, long sleeve shirts, sweaters.
It gets cold enough for long sleeve shirts?
I have a hoodie on right now.
Oh,
It's
you're
not a
right.
hoodie,
You're right.
it's a sweatshirt.
Let's see the hood on that hoodie.
Yeah, exactly. It's a sweatshirt.
A hoodless hoodie.
Yeah.
Can I get a hoodie minus the hoodie?
Hold the hood.
I want a hoodie,
Hold the
but no
hood.
hood. No hood.
Oh no.
You cut that
I'm
off.
not paying extra for that.
All right. Sorry.
It's okay. Yes, it is chilly enough currently to need my sweatpants, and instead of shorts and a t-shirt, I'm in like sweats and a t-shirt. But I have the door open and it's raining. It's pretty nice, but it does get a little chilly. Um, so yeah, I had to sort my clothes. And then work happened. It was pretty good week at work. Monday was chill. Yesterday, as I told you guys on Marco Polo, we had a Happy Meal eating contest at work.
Yeah, how did it go?
It was fun. Uh Coming back with 8 Happy Meals, a 20-piece nugget, and 2 fillet of fish. I was like, what is happening?
My.
But yeah,
How did that start?
well, because we are doing a Dunkin' Donuts promo at work where it's like a donut munching donut hole eating competition because we like remodeled the Dunkin' that's in there. And so we're just kind of promoting the new Dunkin' by doing this contest. So
That's fun.
yeah, so it was getting talked about and all the thing, logistics leading up to it. And I think one of the guys I work with, he was like, I could eat a Happy Meal in 45 seconds or less. And then the race was on. So now we needed to know and we needed to see who could do it faster. So yeah.
Oh my. Who
Yeah.
won?
My director of food and beverage, Nate, Nate won.
He's pro.
Nate
He
did
knows
it.
his food and beverage.
He's pro.
Nate did it in 107. So he did not meet his
I think he
45.
has.
Oh, but he was the 45-second guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. It's like he's got an advantage there. I don't know. That's fair.
Yeah. It was fun. My other boss, Mike, my other boss, Mike, the GM, he did it in 158. So
That's a super
Okay.
healthy guy. That's gonna
Got
be.
it.
yes. Yes. And then he ate all the food. I was just like, oh my gosh,
I
this is
wonder how he
wild.
felt later that night.
Right?
He was fine today. And then today we had some Asian food
Mm.
for some birthdays that we had this month. So
Do you guys race on that too?
no,
down those low
no.
main the quickest.
Yeah, it was a good time. It's really busy right now. We're planning the holiday party. So here we are a year later planning another holiday party. So I'm making a video. I'm getting the 12 days of Christmas. Can you hear the thunder and rain and stuff? No? Okay.
Mm-mm.
Quit making it up.
Um, um, I decided I want to do 12 days of Christmas. So
Mm.
there's 6 directors, and then each one of them has a manager under them so that will equal 12. So I'm gonna record these like little snippets of videos between them.
Hog's getting his ass chewed right now.
Becky, I'm you hog.
So the storm, my dog's not a fan. So
Oh yeah.
no. Where was I? So yeah, that's my goal. And I have to get it done by the end of this week because I'm off next week because next week I go to Dallas. So I'm really excited about that. Um, I leave on Saturday and the baby shower is on Sunday. So yeah.
And then you're staying there for Thanksgiving?
Yes. So I'll go to Anna's on Monday and Tuesday and then back up to Dallas and meet Patrick in Dallas on Wednesday.
Oh, right, because you're going to a game.
Yeah. We're going to the Chiefs Dallas game. It's going to
That
be fun.
Post Malone's gonna be at.
Post Malone is going to be there. I'm super excited.
Sorry if I'm taking anybody's.
If you can, take a picture if you see him. Miles loves Post Malone.
I might have a picture on my phone from when I saw
You know
him.
what I need to do is I need to
Okay.
give you guys his phone number so you guys can.
Ooh, Post Malone's?
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Miles's.
Oh,
I can't with you guys. But give you Miles's phone number so you guys can text him. A for April. My week was good. Katie and I went out Friday and we went to Beijing and had some Starburst shots and split some sushi and got some food to take home, and then went and hung out at her house because they were getting ready for a garage sale. Freaking Jeff. So Jeff owns his own business and he buys these huge Amazon boxes when like tools go on sale because he just needs one specific tool. And then he turns around and sells these other tools. So basically, like it was half this garage sale was Milwaukee tools, which let me tell you, this fucking garage sale was hopping the whole time. Like
I'm
guys were
sure.
coming and they're, oh, so and so texted me, or I saw this on Facebook. Like, yeah, he had hell of a garage sale. But anyways, I went over there to help them set up tables and stuff. And then Saturday morning, I got up and got donuts for everybody. And Miles decided he didn't want to go. So I left his donuts here and I went and hung out, excuse me, for a couple hours at the garage sale. It was a beautiful day. And then Saturday nights, I just hung out. And what did I do? Oh, I did some homework. And then Sunday, attempted to work on the hot tub, which we finally got fixed. The propeller broke again, and we replaced it last year, but when I got it set up, it was leaking and it sounded like there was water like going through the pump. And so then I kept getting the EO2 sensor. So I'm like, nothing's clogged. Like, I don't even have a filter on. It's just, So we took the pump apart, and yeah, the housing for the propeller, it cracked, and we can't find a new housing. So we super glued it and
Oh.
got a new propeller. And yep, it's up and running. It's at 104 right now. So it's working.
Nicely done.
Worked on tearing down those fucking vines that are on the fence in between our neighbor and I's house on the left side. We clean them off, I don't know, like 2 or 3 times a year, and they freaking come back. But we did that, cleaned it up. It looks nice. And then watched the game, and Sarah and Arlo came over and I made snacks. And that's it. Work and school. My son had detention today.
Oh, yes.
The principal called to let me know that he had an altercation with another student in 6th hour, and believes that the other student was nitpicking at Miles, and Miles had enough. So he took care of it on his own, is what he told the principal. So
That's all right. I took care of it.
so it started in 6th hour, and then it escalated to 7th hour. And I
Oh, no.
guess this kid was grabbing Miles's stomach. So they got cookies in 6th hour, and they weren't supposed to eat them, but ate his cookies. But Miles didn't. So when he got to 7th hour, he saved his cookies and he started eating them. And I guess this kid started making fun of him and grabbing his stomach and calling him fat. And
no.
so Miles was like, stop touching me. And he wouldn't stop touching him. And so Miles slapped him across the face. And so then I guess the kid got up and like bear hugged him and pushed him into the wall. And then that's when the teacher came in, and the teacher's like, whoa, what's going on? And the kid's like, he slapped me. And so then Miles got sent to the principal's office. And the principal told me today that she was proud of Miles because it was the first time that she had a child be honest, didn't lie. It's like, yep, I did that. I did that because I asked him to stop and he wouldn't stop. And so I handled it myself. And so she told me she was really proud of him. He was really upset. I guess he was in tears because he thought he was going to get in trouble. He was really worried that mom was going to be mad. It's like, oh,
No, this is exactly what you've taught him to do. Defend
yeah,
yourself.
I
That
told
kid was putting
him.
hands on him.
Exactly. And that's what I told him. I said, I will always go to battle for you and I will defend you as long as you didn't start it. If you start it, then you're a bully. And then we're going to have some issues. But defend yourself, stand up. And I was like, I bet you that kid won't touch you again. Like, because obviously you got his attention.
Yep.
But yeah,
But Miles doesn't have any more trouble besides going to detention today?
No. So yeah, he had to go to detention until 4, and then went to practice for like 45 minutes, and his coach wasn't mad at him. He was just like, I'm proud of you for being honest and doing the detention and being a grown up and move on. So But I guess the other kid was lying and he slapped me for no reason. And the teacher's like, no, the principal's like, no, I don't believe that. Miles is a good kid. He's not just going to come up and slap you for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
So poor Miles. Middle school sucks. Hormones. I think that's when I got into my first fight. Bitch down there. But, stand your ground. And I told him, I said, I bet you the rest of the class is like, well, fuck, don't mess with Miles.
Yep.
I said,
Unless you want a bitch slap.
well, I told him, I said, next time, dude, punch him. Don't slap.
But good try for your first round.
April.
Taking
Well, I mean,
in a wrestling move.
Put him in a headlock. Take him down.
That pissed me off. Miles is not even fat, and that's what pisses me off.
Sure.
It's
ridiculous.
and
it's disgusting.
It's not okay.
Make fun of him because he's short and he wears glasses, and it's like, wait till what? Karma's a bitch. Wait till you get older. You're gonna be short, fat, with glasses, and lots of acne. Backney.
Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this?
Anyways, rabbit hole there.
Yeah. Squirrel.
So that was my week. The beginning of preteen boy mom. Many more to come.
Yeah.
It's just starting.
It's just starting. It's the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My week was pretty low key. Had Prince a couple of days. I haven't done any Instacart or Spark, but would you like to hear about the conversation I had with my baby son last Friday?
Yeah.
He calls us up and he says, hey, do you guys remember a month ago when I went to the emergency room because I was like having this asthma attack? And we were like, yep. And he's like, yeah, I got a bill and it's like $825. And we were like, yep. And he's like, well, that shouldn't happen. Like, they told me when I was there that like my insurance will cover it. And we're like, yep, like that. Your insurance probably did cover it. Like they probably did cover something. And this is what you owe after that. And he's like adamant. He's adamant. This isn't right. And they told me this. And I'm like, I'm trying to be cool, but I know my son and I know that he hears what he wants to hear and he believes what he wants to believe.
Which is
And
nothing from you. He never believes anything he comes
I
to ask you for
know.
advice.
Dude, oh my God, I know. I told my husband the other day, I said, one of these days, I'm gonna remember to think through it. And when he asks the question, I'm gonna think, all right, what's my answer? Okay, what's the opposite of my answer? And then say that. Say the opposite so that he's like, nah, I'm gonna do the opposite. And then he does my real answer. Like one of these days, I'm gonna get it. But he's like freaking out because he's, it's 800 some odd dollars. And, my kid is learning how the world works, or at least how this country works. And I said, Bubba, I was channeling my 19-year-old self. And I remember when Meghan worked at the hospital in billing. And I remember her telling me, these fucking bum ass people will call me up and be like, I can't afford my bill, write it off. And I'm like, no, they don't do that. And Megan's like, Crystal, that's why I have a fucking phone. It rings and that's what these people are saying. And that's what I'm doing all day is with this billing. And we just write these bills off. That shit has stuck with me for 20 plus years. Like I remembered that. And I told Cody, you need to call that hospital and you need to tell them, write that shit off. I don't have any fucking money. Like write it off. I said they may not
Full-time college student.
They may not write it off, but they might work with you. They might give you a reduced something. We have good insurance. Like they've already got some money, And so instead of saying, okay, mom, good idea, let me hang up with you and call them, he goes to their website and he's filling out some form.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh
And
no.
he is talking about how many hours a week that he works. Now, Cody is a federal work study, which is a position that is paid with financial aid funds, that the school gets so much funding per year, and there are certain jobs that these kids can do. And he works with the maintenance department and does some like locksmith work and like handyman work. And the very first semester he did it, he worked behind the front desk at the chemistry department, which I think I told you guys like a year or so ago, like his first federal work study job. Anyway, so he's filling this form out and he's putting that information in there. I'm like, stop right there. Stop. Like, don't do that. Bubba, you are a college student. You are a full-time college student. You have a federal work study position, right? This form is asking him what is his employment status. And he's like, no, I work part-time. And I'm like, yes, you work part-time, but you don't have a part-time job. Like
Yeah.
you are a federal work study. You do not have a part-time employment status. So don't put that on the form. Like you don't work part-time. And he took that as, I don't think that he has a job, or that I don't think his job is real. He explained to me that the money that he is getting paid for his federal work study goes to him. It doesn't go to his school. Like, it's his money. It's a real job. It's a real, it's real hours. And I'm like, I I know that, but when you're filling out this form, you need to tell them, if they're asking what your employment status is, the answer is full-time college student.
Yeah.
That's your employment status. You are a full-time college student. And he accused me of telling him to commit fraud. He
What?
told me he's done having this conversation.
I hope the feds aren't watching.
He's going to call Cookie and he'll talk to me later.
Deuces.
And it was his birthday this weekend, right?
So this was Friday. This was the day before his birthday.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
I said, love you, bye. Right. And I'm just like, I'm fired up. I'm like, God damn it. I get that we're not understanding each other. But do you really think I just told you to commit fraud? You in your heart believe that I just told you to commit fraud because that's what you think of me, I guess. Like, blew my mind. Blew my mind.
Did you
So,
commit fraud a lot or what? Like,
you guys, no,
No.
yeah, I mean, no, I know that's what I'm
but
saying.
I guess
Like,
I know how to do it if I wanna.
That's the
you've been
advice
watching
you give.
documentaries on how to scam hospitals
So
out of not paying your bills. Like,
he
Really
look,
hope that Cookie fucking set him straight.
Cookie told him call the hospital. And he
Oh,
called the hospital and they said, how much did you get paid as a federal work study, Cody? What'd you make in October? And he pulls up his pay stub and he says, 600 and some change. And laughed and said, yeah, no, you're not going to be responsible for this bill. Thanks for calling. We'll 86 it. So I was right. Is what's crazy. Like, in the long run,
had he have just done that first, none of that would have come out.
had
He would have
I
saved himself one phone call.
And a lot of like unnecessary, maybe hurtful words.
oh,
Who doesn't care about that?
he still thinks something. So we ended up talking to him a little bit later on Friday.
good gracious.
Um
I gotta take a
when he
shot.
let us know, that he talked to Cookie and he called the hospital and they told him he wouldn't be responsible for it. But tomorrow is his birthday and what are the plans? And we're like, yeah, what are we doing? What do you want? And he ended up scheduling a fighter practice for the people in his fighter group. And they were all going to meet him in Greeley at like 2:00 in the afternoon. I told him I would like to see him soon, just because I think he should come and see his dog. And what was it, Saturday morning? I don't remember. At some point in time, he and I end up texting each other. And I said, "What do you want?" I think it was Saturday morning. I think I texted him and said, "Happy birthday, love you. Let me know what you need, you know?" And he basically says, um, "I would like for you guys to come up. I would like for you to bring the card that Cookie sent." Why is Cookie sending the card here? I don't know. I don't know. She pays the rent for his apartment in Greeley. It has a mailbox. I don't know why she sends the card here, but we know it has cash in it. So now we've got to get the card to Greeley. So he says, "I would like for you guys to come up. I would like for you to bring me the card that Cookie sent. I would like for you to bring Jazz up here. And I would like for you to bring me the road sign that you fraudulent mother of mine stole from me," which is another story. I did steal him a road sign. But he would like for me to bring him all his shit, basically. That's what he would like for his birthday. And so that's what we did. And not only did we do that, while I was killing time on Saturday, I baked him fucking cookies.
Oh
So we
my.
Kill him
packed
with kindness, girl.
packed the cookies, packed the dog, grabbed the card, took the road sign that I stole for him, went up to Greeley. We were there for maybe an hour. It was fun. It's fun to see him fight. Cody was a little sweetie peety nerd kid who sat behind a computer in a video game console, and now he's this big man in armor and he beats people up, and it's kind of cool. Um he looked great. The girlfriend, who again, she scores all the points in my book. She got him to cut his hair.
That's
Oh,
my girl there.
Yep.
Let me send you a picture I took of him just real quick.
Please do.
I
Please
knew I was
share.
going to talk about this, so I didn't tried not to blow my wad, you know. But let's
Well, we're
just
only 55 minutes in.
Woo.
I meant this week, bitch hog.
Oh,
There's Cody with his nice haircut. Oh, you know what? I should have sent the picture that with the road sign, because that was an endeavor.
wow. He looks way different when his hair's cut.
A big guy, looks like an
oh,
adult.
what a handsome young man.
Looks like a
That's what I was gonna
24-year-old.
say.
What a handsome young man he is.
So there's a picture of me, Dave, Jazz, Cody, and the road sign.
Oh,
Tell him that his aunts love his haircut. Oh, what a great picture.
Crystal, you look so
So cute.
good.
I love, yeah, that's what's the first thing I was, yeah, you look so cute. Actually, the first thought I had was, you look exactly like your mom.
Oh, yeah.
That's not bad. That's just, you guys have the same smile.
Yeah. You have the same teeth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you look,
Great
yes,
photo.
great photo.
Thanks. So that was Friday and Saturday. Anyway, I said something to him while I was up there about, I made a joke about the fraud.
You're
And
gonna
he
commit
goes,
some more fraud.
he's like, "Yeah, we'll have to talk about that later." And I was like, "Actually, we don't need to ever do that. I'm good. We don't ever need to talk about it. I'm not doing it." Like,
What did he say?
he just laughed
Ah,
and kept
yeah.
on going. I thought it was cool. He had people who came from Pueblo, drove all the way up to Greeley to go fight him.
That's quite a
His
drive.
birthday, hmm his birthday wish was he wanted to fight everybody who showed up, and he did.
Um, question,
hmm
Popcorn April.
Yep.
What is he doing with this road sign?
He's gonna make armor out of it. He's probably gonna make a shield or some, and the pole that it's on will be like a spear or something.
I was concerned. Is he using this as a weapon?
hmm
Well, I mean, yeah, but like gonna go in a
Not
fight with
not
just
as
the
is.
sign as it
Not
is.
as is.
Oh
When they
man.
fight, they have like weapons, like weapons that they make out of shit. Not road signs, but the metal in the road signs make makes great armors and shields, and yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. Megan?
Do we get to hear the story about how you acquired the road sign?
Sure. It's really funny. I'll tell you the end of the story first. Kylie had been gone for a couple days. I think she was with Anthony. And when she got home, it was in the garage, and Dave was in the living room playing games. And he said it was almost like she was sneaking in the house and looking around. And she was like, did Crystal hit a sign? She sees the sign in the garage. She goes back out and she checked my car. And she's like, I didn't see any damage.
I really wish she was here right now.
She knows the
She's
story.
like,
She was,
Oh my
you
yeah,
god.
did.
no, he said it was so funny. I was out doing an Instacart delivery and I saw it laying on the side of the road and
Already out
already
of the
down.
ground.
Mhm.
Okay.
And not only was it already on the ground, its replacement was already installed.
Oh,
So I felt like it was abandoned.
It was a freebie.
It was a gift from the city of Aurora. Thank you, Department of Transportation. My son has been looking for some road signs. If you'll notice, look at that picture again. The bar is bent. That's
mhm.
probably 18 inches of bar that's bent. So that sign is taller than my 6.5-foot son. I mean, can
How'd
you
you get it in
imagine?
your car? By
Isn't that
yourself? What are you doing? Just dragging it? Oh my God.
on the side of the road, shitting my pants that I was going to get busted,
Yeah.
on the phone with Cody?
That's the
I
kind, yeah.
I honestly don't know. I do have a dash cam and I don't think it faces out, so I don't think you would ever see anything, but I'm sure you can hear it and I'm sure it is funny. But it's been in my garage for a month or so.
So
That's
he's
great.
okay with that kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's okay with that kind of breaking the law.
yeah.
Yeah.
Break
And
the
then
law. Break
even
the
the fraud
law.
I told him to commit is still to his benefit.
You
Just watching out for you.
absolutely did not tell him to commit fraud.
No, I did not tell him to commit fraud, but
No.
that was his perception.
Oh, bless his heart.
Good
It's the
times, good
beginning
times.
of adulting.
Yeah.
Back in when we thought we knew everything.
Yeah,
I
I
I
remember.
remember being younger and thinking that adults were really smart and that they knew everything and they had all the answers. And it wasn't until I became an adult that I realized that they're all fucking idiots. Like people are stupid. You don't just get smart when you get old. And so maybe that's where he's at. I just don't, I think it's misguided. I think he's got his target pointed in the wrong direction. I think the truth of the matter is, if I would have worded that shit differently, maybe he wouldn't have jumped to I'm a fraudster. So I'm kind of blaming myself a little bit, but I can't.
Yeah,
I
no,
can't.
you can't.
No.
So anyway, that was Saturday. On Saturday, also, Jazz, the dog in the picture, had his last pill. His prescription needed to be refilled. And so I called the pharmacy. I normally just get a text from Safeway and they're like, hey, Jazz's pills are ready. And I had not gotten that text. So I called them and I'm like, hey, are Jazz's pills ready? And the guy kind of talked to me in jargon and mumbo jumbo. And I literally did not understand what he was saying. And I was like, what are you saying to me? And he goes, I'm saying that his prescriptions, there are no refills. And I was like, that's fucking weird. That's never happened before. And he's like, we've already called the vet and we left a message. And I'm like, okay, what should I do? And he's like, you should call the vet. And I'm like, good idea. So I called the vet and I'm like, hey, Jazz's prescription refills are gone. What happened? We need to get those refills. He needs this pill at 10 o'clock on Monday. And they were like, oh, well, he needs to have some lab work done first. And I was like, that's not gonna happen. It's Saturday. Like, we can schedule lab work, but we're not holding this prescription hostage. Refill the prescription. Like, even if you don't give us the full amount, even if you just give us a couple pills, this
Yeah.
dog needs this steroid. Like, what do you, it's so he can breathe. Like, let's not fuck around with the prescription over some blood work. And what's funny and what's interesting and ironic is they want the blood work because long-term use of a steroid could, certainly have some effects. This dog is on a very minimal dose. It is a half a pill every other day. And at one point in time, when we were like really dosing him with it, he was taking this pill, multiple pills, multiple times a day. So we know the range that this prescription, this particular pill could do, and he's on a super low dose of it. But let's not forget that he's old. This is a senior dog. They want to do a senior lab. And it's like, I think we're missing the point here. And I know I'm not a vet, and I know they're also a business and they want their
Yeah.
money. But I was feeling some kind of way about it. I was feeling some kind of way about it when Monday came and he didn't have his pill and I didn't have a call from the vet and I didn't have a call from the doctor and I'm having to play phone tag with these people. My husband's busy at work. I have the baby, which believe it or not is busy, not all the time, not every moment, but I was making a bunch of calls and trying to handle this shit and I felt really pissed off. Like I was super pissed about it. I really felt like they were holding the prescription hostage. So I said what I needed to say, and they ended up filling 20 pills, which is great. That's 40 days. That's a
Yeah.
long time, way more than I thought. And they were like, okay, we'll just schedule his labs. And if you want, we can help you schedule. And I'm like, okay, let's get it. Like, I can text these people, which I think is amazing. Also, I should say that every experience I've had, like interaction with the humans at this place, which it is a franchise, it is a chain. I've been to a couple different locations. Amazing. These people have been amazing. Um, they end up getting me scheduled. Last night, I'm at the bowling alley and I'm texting these people. And they're like, go to Greenwood Village. That's where we took him when he hurt his neck. You go at 11 o'clock. I'm like, great, got it, good. We did the what day is best for you? What time is best for you? We finally get it narrowed down. I get a text this morning. I'm like getting out of the shower, getting dressed, going to take him. Crystal, you didn't confirm your appointment. If you don't confirm it, we're going to cancel. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, confirm. And then this is ridiculous. Like, I'm gonna be late to the appointment because I'm fucking texting you. They're like, here, click this link for his intake form. What? What is I click it? It's already filled out. My name, his name, my date of birth, his date of birth. Continue. Okay, see you in 46 minutes. Oh my dear God. I'm telling
Um,
you guys, I told my husband, I said, I'm at an 11. Like I'm
oh
up here.
no.
But we got there. Everybody was very nice to me. They couldn't do the goddamn lab work because he was so fucking anxious. They sent me home with pills so that I can drug him on Thursday night and Friday morning and take him to another location, which I'm going to be real
Um,
honest. I really liked it. This is a nurse visit. It's not even a doctor visit, which there's like a price difference. The nurse that had him today was like, you take him to Highlands Ranch on Friday. You bring him to me. And I'm like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I will. She's like, he knows me. I know him. I will take the best care of him. Just bring him to me drugged. And I'm like, I got you, Sam. So it was just super stressful. Super stressful. I would really like for the beginning of my what did I do this week to be my what did I do this week? Like, oh, I just worked and played with the baby. No, no, I had to deal with some assholes and accusations and hostage situations and dogs and stress.
Oh,
Oh
You know,
no.
you know how I brought myself down? I didn't. My husband made me do dabs. He made me do dabs, and when we
I was
were
like,
done, I
you
wasn't
sound
even.
sufficiently up.
Yes, we did dabs, and you guys, I wasn't even high. I just wasn't pissed off anymore. It was kind of weird.
I'm glad you were able to medicate and relax because I get it. That's stressful.
It was, and
Holy shit,
I just
man.
felt like it was all so unnecessary. But I also feel like if that's my bad day, if these are my bad days, okay, it's all right. I'll manage them. I'll get through them. So that was
for
my
sure.
low key and high key week.
All right.
Okay.
My week has not been too exciting since we last chatted. Um, Anthony was still kind of under the weather, so we didn't really do a lot this weekend. We had the boys on Saturday, went down to 16th Street Mall. They have all the construction done, so we've been down there, I think, a couple times since they finished up. I mean, this construction was going on for ever. Like, I feel like it was multiple years. It wasn't just the amount of time they said it was going to take. Um, so anyway, it's all nice. It's super, super nice. And it's nice to have it back instead of walking through construction. Anyway, we took them to It's Sugar candy store, uh, let them pick out, I don't know, they have a bag. It's like, you guys remember Mr. Bulky's back in the day?
Oh
Mm-hmm.
It's
yeah.
kind of like one of those, but you can put all the candy in one bag. Like you didn't have to separate and write the number,
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
number
all
down.
one price, kind of.
Exact. They just weigh it and you get charged. So
Right.
yeah, yeah. So they really like going to Rocket Fizz, but that place is expensive. It's cool for, I don't know, just weird stuff. Weird candies, stuff from Japan, like that
Mm.
kind of,
Mhm.
and that just it's so expensive. Um,
Take them to Five
you know,
Below.
yeah,
Five
we
Below's little section.
they have a good selection for sure.
Yeah.
Um, so that'll probably have to be you know, maybe next time they want to go to a candy store,
Mm-hmm.
stop. But that was kind of the main thing that we did. Went out for a walk around our favorite area, the lake, um, on Sunday, and then work. Work has been work. It's been pretty busy, actually. I think our boss just realized that all the managers took off the same days for next week.
Oh no.
And, because you know, everybody needs to hurry up and use their PTO. Um, we don't have any kind of calendar for all of us to log in and see when our days off are. It's funny because we're all just like, "Well, you told us to take days off, and here we are. Here we are." So anyway, he's like, I need to know your point of contact for coverage while you're out and who's going to open and who's going to close. And, you know, okay, well, we got it. Um,
I'd have been like, I
one
thought
of
it was you.
one of the managers came into my office and said, so am I going to have to be the one to reply to him and say, you?
Looks like you, boss.
And then the other manager who's, anyway, he broke it all down for him, this person for this person for that, inventory, tech floor, opening, closing.
Okay, so you mean to say he did the right thing? He just
Right.
did it with some brown on his nose.
Sure. Yes. So I thought that was a little humorous. But what else is going on? It's gonna be Jana's birthday tomorrow. Jana, I think she was there when the company started. Like literally, I think next she'll be celebrating like 30 years um with our company. So she's kind of like the house mom. Like literally, she makes the coffee. She walks around and picks up everyone's coffee cups. She runs the dishwasher before she goes home. She checks the mail. She's like the house mother. The kitchen is hers. Like this is Jana's kitchen. Don't make a mess. She will let you know about it if you left a mess behind or figure out who left the spoon in the garbage disposal or whatever it might be. Anyway, Jana's pretty special to everybody. So I went out today and got her um, a really cool balloon because they have some cool balloons at King Supers or Kroger.
Yes.
Um, like really cool. It's like kind of a rectangle
Mhm.
looking thing. Anyway, I thought it was cool. I know she loves sour cream Pringles, so I bought her two of like this extra long, big
Oh wow.
size of the sour cream Pringles, some flowers, got them in a vase for her and everything. Somebody got a card for her and oh, I already got the card. I already got the card. Well, the card didn't get here till today, and they had it delivered to their home.
So nobody signed it.
Right.
It's a card.
So well, how we do it at our work is everybody signs the card.
Yeah,
Jana is
no, for
also in charge of
sure.
that. Jana is in charge of that. She
Yeah.
knows everybody. She'll order the card special or go to the Hallmark store. Like she's probably the only person I know that goes to the actual Hallmark store, but she always takes care of that. So this is hers, and I was like trying to make sure everything was on, ready for her. Um, like as soon as she left, I went and put all the stuff out on her desk, my card, my flowers, the balloon I tied to her chair, like, so that when she comes in at the ass crack of dawn, she'll have happy birthday stuff. Well, instead, this person's going to be sneaking around getting signatures because I don't know. It was very nice for the card that she got is very funny. It said, I heard it's your birthday. Go pick out something from the supply closet or something like that. Like, which is funny because Jan is in charge of the supply closet. Um,
Oh my God.
um, but yeah, I just hope there's going to be dogs there tomorrow because she's a dog person for sure. Um, and usually we do, but sometimes, you know, they stay at home. But anyway, I just hope there's dogs there for her tomorrow. Gosh, that's it for the most part. I've really just been trying to work on doing the social media stuff, trying to come up with some templates. I use Canva so I can put in, what I'm trying to do and it kind of will help me make a template. So get some of that stuff out here, probably, hopefully this starting this weekend. Um, I also, and it's funny because I was listening to the first season, and was talking about a shirt order I got. Well, the same person has another daughter graduating in December. And so, yes, it's a thing. And the whole family wants shirts because her family only getting the shirts caused this huge family
And
drama.
a shirt got stolen, right?
Yeah.
A shirt when it came up missing,
Sorry.
even.
Sorry. I'll
No,
edit
it's
that out.
okay. Um, but so she asked to get, and she's getting them for the whole family. Um, so it's like 23 shirts total. So, um, I've been working on that as well, the design for that. The graduate wants her picture on her shirt because it's going to be proud, whatever relation of the graduate. So proud mom of the graduate, proud dad, cousin, aunt. All that's what all the family will be wearing. And then her says, I'm the graduate. and she wanted her picture on it. And they gave me two options, and that was the best they could do. I was like, you need to get it. I need it now so I can get this, designed and ordered. Um, so what I did is I put it in a Polaroid frame, and then have her name. I have her name written, like it looks like it's written kind of on the bottom of the Polaroid.
Cute.
But I did the best I could on the picture. It kind of was shadowy, like on one side a little bit, but Canva helped me out with that. Put a nice glittery background behind her, and they liked it. So I can get that ordered and in, and because the next couple weeks are going to be busy. They're not due till mid-December, but then I look at the calendar and it's like it's going to be here before I know it. Next week's Thanksgiving. The week after that, I'm going to Kansas.
Yep.
And then, yeah, the
Yeah.
week after that is I have to make sure everything's finished. So, yeah. Really, I think that's it. Pretty lackluster.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
really good. You got some good stuff going. Updates from previous conversations.
I have an update, but I'm also going to send you guys a photo
Yay.
just because Kylie's little crafting shirt thing reminded me of my mom. And I just want to send you guys a photo real quick.
Is she
It
starting to bake her cookies?
Well, it's her cookies, and I asked her to make cookies for Anna's baby shower.
Show me your cookies. Cheryl, show me your cookies.
I should be talking about
Oh,
other my updates,
Is
but
he
it's on my phone, and
is he a Green Bay Packer fan?
he is. Oh, did I just send you the same photo? Damn it. She also
No.
made little.
Oh,
Bottle.
bottles out of
oh,
Very
those are
cute.
so cute. No, you sent that one.
Oh,
yeah,
did I? Okay.
yeah.
You sent them both. Yeah, those are super cute. She does
Really
such a
like
good job.
really like the
Yeah, I'm
bottles.
pretty excited. She was super stressed about it when I called her
Oh,
last week on Thursday, or maybe 2 weeks ago. Whenever I called her when I was coming home from my hair appointment, that's the first thing we talked about was um she's working on these cookies and she's stressed out about it. And I was like, please don't stress. Like, there's no reason to stress. And she just likes to do good, which is fine. I get it. But if anybody's in around the Manhattan, Kansas area and you need some custom cookies, M for Megan's got you. Um, my update from previous convos is last week I talked about how we had hired a handyman to come in and do baseboards and trim, and I don't know what's going on. And I feel like I probably not talked about it on the podcast, but I know I've talked about it on Marco Polo. The the response of people in business around here, it's like wild. Like they don't respond. And then, so basically, I got this guy to come out and do an estimate and give me all the things. He sent me an estimate. I said, I'm down. Let's go. When can we move forward? And I've literally been ghosted since then.
Might be
And I'm
good.
just
That
like,
might be a blessing.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
might be a blessing
understand.
in disguise.
What hold on. Are you painting? Are you just painting?
No, I need baseboards and trim, paint, and removal of baseboards and trim, installing of baseboards and trim and paint.
My Candace is a painter, and I am sure that if she doesn't do baseboards, she knows somebody, and she literally lives in Maricopa.
Holy
Can I
mother of guacamole.
can I reach out to her for you?
Please do.
Okay.
If
Like,
she
can I
wants
give
to
her your
be
phone
kept,
number? Like, just
please do. Because I'm so frustrated. Like, I
okay.
kind of want to get on the Facebook group because, like, I went on Facebook. Who's this good handyman? Find a good handyman. He's like, I got this emergency going on. Let me get you in touch with my guy. Gets me in touch with his guy. His guy comes out, does the thing. Like, that's like a week. 2 week process, and now it's been like 2 weeks of like nothing. I reached out several times and he responded one time. He's like, let me look at my calendar and I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? Like, do you want my money or not, bro?
Well, just look for someone else.
You wasted everybody's time. You've wasted my time. And now I have to do it again because I have to get another person to come out here and give me another quote. Like, it's just really frustrating because I need shit to get done in a more timely manner. So yeah, I am down. Reach out to Candace if she knows anybody that can do baseboards and trim and paint a wall for me. Paint, well, a couple walls. That'd be great.
I know she paints. I know that. So you could hire her for that. I don't know what you need for baseboards and trim or if that's something that she's used to doing. And so like I don't know if she's the one that's going to come do it or if what I'm asking her is my friend needs help. Can I I thought of you. Can you help her? Can you see what if you can help her? Like can you see what she needs and if that's something you can help? And I'm sure she will be like, "Yeah."
Hell yeah. So, well, that worked out pretty well. That's my update.
I'm so sorry that you're frustrated. I remember the build up to the bathroom and the
Yes, all
tile
of
and
it.
the what the fuck is the little piece called?
The vanity.
Yes, oh my God, the vanity. Do we paint the vanity? And April's like, "Why are you painting white?" And it was so much for just a bathroom.
I'm just, I mean, every project we've tried to do, like when we did the backyard, when we did, like everybody, like, as soon as you reach out, they want your business and they are up your ass. And then all of a sudden they're like, nah, I'm good. And they don't even respond. Like, I just don't get it. I'm too Midwestern for the Southwest.
April, you got any updates from any previous conversations?
I did see that they're still trying to get Jamaica cleaned up. They're hoping to have everything opened up by December 15th. But Montego Bay got hit the worst. Negril had a little bit of damage. They're still working on trying to get people water and electricity, but they're hoping that with everybody's help that they can build back quickly and better. So we'll see. Pray for Jamaica because that's where we're going when I graduate again. Just throwing that out there. In my opinion,
That's the best vacation spot.
yes, exactly. um Other updates, I am working on consolidating my debt and going to pay my car off in the morning
Yay.
and my credit cards. So that way I have one payment. So that way I am free of debt. I'm excited to see Nikki's house next week. So I'm going to go up Wednesday to my parents and stay the night because mom wants me to stay the night at least one night at her house. And then she told me today, I think I'm going to try to talk Nikki into staying Thanksgiving because, I got all these martinis and alcohol and I don't want to feed you all this food and snacks and drinks. And then you get on the road and drive to Kansas City. I was like, oh, mother, let me know how that goes for you.
Why can't you do why can't you do martinis and food and shit at Nikki's house and stay there?
Well, mom wants to do Thanksgiving at her house.
Duh.
Oh,
Sorry.
but I thought you had said that Nikki was doing
Nikki
it.
wanted to do Thanksgiving and they had that conversation. And Nikki's like, fine, I'll drive down for the day with Eddie and do Thanksgiving at your house one last time, because mom's like, this is going to be the last year for holidays. I'm like, you guys aren't moving anytime soon. Get over yourself. Let's get real. Um, so yeah, they got Nikki moved in. anyways, we're gonna do Thanksgiving at my parents, and then Miles, Silo, and I are gonna go up to Kansas City, and we're gonna stay with Nikki for the weekend until Sunday. I'm gonna help her repaint her dining room, and she wants me to help decorate and give her ideas of what we should do. So I'm super excited. I told her, I was like, I feel honored that you want my opinion. And she's like, well, you decorate really well. I like the way your house looks. I'm like, okay, good. So I'm excited. I have my own bedroom there. My mom and dad are looking at getting Miles and I beds for our bedrooms. And my mom's convinced that we're going to move up there. And I'm like, I can't move anytime soon. I can't
Yeah.
move Miles. Miles has to stay here. In fact, I like had to yell that at her the other day because she mentioned it again. I was like, Mother, I cannot move my son for the next several years. Get that in your head. Okay. Let's stop. I'll go up there probably a lot during the weekends, or when I'm off. But yes, I'm super excited to see her house and help decorate. That's my update and previous combos.
That's good. That's good. The only update, oh, I was going to talk about Thanksgiving. We've decided we're having Thanksgiving here. Wah, wah.
Oh no. Oh
Whatever.
What you
no.
want to do?
Her and Dave were gonna go out.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I thought Ollie was going to be gone, but he's not.
Oh
Oh no.
So it's fine.
yeah.
They're just not,
Oh,
they're not going to Texas or whatever. So it's fine. I just thought maybe this was the first year because, if we're doing it, we're going to do it. Like I'm already
Yeah.
mhm.
thinking, how do I make sourdough fucking rolls? Like we're going to do it. But
Yeah.
if we had gone to the casino, there would be no dishes. So it's okay. But the other just very small quick update was actually off of one of Kylie's stories. And it wasn't even a story. She had mentioned something called post secrets
Oh
that
yeah.
we talked about.
Yeah.
And my phone listened, and I just wanted to let you guys know that Post Secrets is on Facebook. Go follow them. It's exactly how she described it. It's exactly what I remembered it being, and it was cool. So, Post Secrets on Facebook. That's it. That's my update.
I actually was thinking about that again too, because re-listening to the first season, I had brought that up about what was it? Yes, I fucking can on
Yes.
Facebook.
Hmm.
Yes.
Uh, yeah. Um, Updates for me, I would also like to update about Thanksgiving. I actually got a phone call today, so I guess I should have included it with what happened this week, but Anthony's sister called me uh today just to be like, all right, well, their aunt is definitely not, she doesn't want people over um because of the germs. She has cancer, her husband has cancer, he just started treatment. um they don't want germs in their house, so, or the risk of it, so they will not be hosting anything again this year. So um yeah, Alicia's like, I guess we're gonna have it here. And um I had mentioned to her, well, just let me know about Thanksgiving last week when she picked up the boys, because I was like, Anthony has a couple things he already has on his list he wants me to make. So so she was calling to see what those things were, and she's gonna do Thanksgiving at her house. So I'm excited. um Anthony wants funeral potatoes, or also known as like cheesy potato casserole. He's planning on his belly hurting, I'm sure, that day. But so it was funny because Alicia's like, well, if you're doing potatoes, then we don't really need mashed potatoes. I'm like, oh, no, 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 no.
Let's not go
Not
through
You
this
have
again.
again.
to have,
Not
Not
you
again.
have
again.
to have
Not
mashed
again.
potatoes. You have to have mashed
Let her
potatoes.
know that your girl said,
So,
not again. We're not doing the mashed potato thing again.
No mashed potato.
Yeah.
I swung it like, this has a lot of cheese and cream in it, and my thing does. So, people might like to have mashed potatoes with their ham and so she's gonna make mashed potatoes. So, but I'm gonna do besides the funeral potatoes, I'm gonna do green bean casserole, um, cranberries because I like cranberries, and then our little pumpkin dessert experiment that we've been
Oh
brewing
yeah.
up these last couple weeks. So,
Ooh.
my other follow up is on the social media story that I did about the DoorDash girl. I wanted to share that DoorDash girl, aka Olivia Henderson from Oswego, New York, was arrested on 2 felony charges related to the delivery incident that happened October 12th.
Good.
How crazy is that?
Good.
No fucking way.
She just,
Um, the,
yeah.
the charges were unlawful surveillance in the second degree
Ah,
for recording a customer inside of his home without consent, and dissemination of an unlawful surveillance image in the first degree
Because she posted
oh,
it.
because
yeah.
she posted it publicly. Yeah.
What a
So,
dummy. Olivia,
um,
you're dumb.
she goes back to court on December 4th. But if she gets convicted, y'all, she's facing up to around 8 years in prison.
Ah,
Do you think they're going to convict her? Or do you to make an example out of her?
I know that's like a worst case scenario, is the 8 years,
Or
but
do you
any
think she'll
year,
get
any time at
probation?
all in prison,
She'll
was it worth
probably
it?
she'll probably take a plea. Like they're
Yeah.
they're probably going to work out a plea deal. This is a
yeah.
national news case at this point, so there's no untainted jury.
Hmm.
There's not celebrity, but there's a known factor, a known element, right? It's made the
Mhm.
news. So I'm sure she'll take a plea and I'm sure she won't do 8 years. But I think if they want to make an example out of her, which in my opinion, they should, I think she should spend some time behind bars. I do. I think she should go to jail. The man was in his own home.
Yeah.
She, I get the door wasn't like latched closed, but she fucking whooped it. Oh, she took her
Yeah,
And
phone,
there
then
is
decided to
and then
record,
recorded
suspicion
it.
and
that the
then
door was
posted
not
it.
just wide
Yeah.
open.
And then posted it.
She had to push so many buttons to make that
Yeah.
happen, to
Yeah.
try to
And
make
to
herself the
accuse
victim.
sexual assault.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. Like
Yeah, that's the
that's
topper.
messed up.
Go to jail, Olivia.
That's what
Do not
happens
pass
Do
when a
go.
not pass
boy
go.
calls wolf. Yeah. You do not collect $200.
Hmm.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
You're the weakest link.
Very well.
Do you
So
guys
she
remember
got her
that
15
show?
minutes and maybe 8 years. Anyway, that's my update.
Wasn't worth
That's
it.
a great update.
I love
It
a good update.
is.
Which is interesting, right? We shouldn't be cheering for people. We're cheering for people being held accountable, not for,
Yeah, we are.
the demise
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah, this wasn't just swept under the rug.
Yeah.
Like there are consequences for your actions that were malicious.
Well,
There
Yeah.
all of this there was malicious intent with all of
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
And it did not work out. You lost your job, you got arrested, facing prison time with felonies. Now you're only 23. Ugh,
I hope she doesn't have any kids.
I don't think she does.
Okay.
Having looked through her stuff, I don't think she is.
I hope not.
Um,
Current events.
My current event was about the ban on hemp-derived THC products.
Hmm.
yes, I heard about that. Anthony and I had a conversation about it.
So basically, what had happened was, um, in the I guess the spending bill that was like kind of caused the shutdown or whatever, when it went through, what had finally one of the things that they put in there was that they wanted to change the law regarding hemp. So it was signed on November 12th, 2025, and it bans most hemp-derived THC products nationwide It doesn't go into effect until November 12th of 2026. But so like smoke shops that are selling hemp derived THC products, like that's kind of out. My understanding was like it was kind of like an underhanded like slide of the spending bill that we were trying so hard to get through. Um, so people are like kind of upset about it for all those reasons.
Yeah, there's a lot of businesses that are
Yes.
gonna be out of business.
Yeah.
So like CBD products are sold in those types of shops, but hemp is other things like fiber and grain products, textiles, clothing, building materials, paper, food and nutritional supplements.
I think they were yeah, on like the
The
food and
new
nutritional.
law, the new law changes the definition of legal hemp from having no more than 0.3% Delta 9 THC on a dry weight basis to a total THC calculation, which like it doesn't make a lot of sense. So they were comparing it to the prior law, which was like a farmer's law, which was created in 2018. So the farmer's law, it was max 0.3% Delta 9 THC weight, dry weight. So now the new law includes something called THCA. I don't know what any of this means.
I don't either.
Um, I don't have a lot of information. Like that's just the new law sent shockwaves through the multi-billion dollar hemp industry, which flourished under 2018 Farm Bill loophole. Um, Industry advocates and some lawmakers are using the 1 year grace period to push for new legislation that would create a comprehensive regulatory framework for these products rather than an outright ban.
Okay. Good.
It's important to note, so they have a year to do that. It's important to
Mm-hmm.
note that while the federal law is becoming stricter on hemp derived THC, state regulation cannabis markets remain separate and largely unaffected by the change. However, federal law still classifies marijuana. Yeah.
Sure.
Um, so some of those like smoke shops that are, but it is gonna, doesn't really affect me personally, but I think there are people that use that medicinally to help for all kinds of reasons, and
Hmm.
it's legal, so like jobs, stuff like that, they don't have to worry about, whereas like actual weed, even if it's legal, you still have to worry about some of that stuff when it comes to your jobs and stuff. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They
kind of
raided the ones here in El Dorado and Manhattan.
yeah, the guy in
So
Manhattan, the guy that
yeah,
owned the where Gubby's used to be. I was just listening to episode 8 and we talk about Gumby's and me a lot. And I'm like, oh my God.
that was our spot. We hung out at Gumby's a lot. Well, that's where you needed to take your power nap. So we
So
could
anyway,
so we could
sorry,
do
I
round
digress.
two.
Where we would have our 11 o'clock shot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that was my current event.
Yeah, that's a bummer because I used to get a Delta 8 pen at the smoke shop here in town. And yeah, I can't get it anymore.
Well, they've got a year to
So
figure it out,
yeah.
and I hope they do.
Yes, exactly. My update, did you hear about the woman in Indiana who got refused treatment at the hospital while she was in labor and then gave birth in her car like 10 minutes after being discharged from the hospital? Isn't that insane?
Sad.
Saw a
I
very small
saw,
clip, but I didn't get into it. So tell me all about it. Then.
well, I just read the story a little. There's not much because the hospital said that they're doing an investigation right now. But from what she said is that she went in with her contractions every minute, was in a lot of pain, and the nurse said that you were early and that you're not due, and sent and told her that she was being discharged. And her mom actually videotaped, there's a video of her mom behind the nurse pushing her daughter in the wheelchair and her saying, this hospital is refusing, my daughter's in labor, they're discharging her. And so then you see her husband like help her get into the car, and then, yeah, 10 minutes later down the road, she delivers their baby. And I just, wow. And yeah, the hospital, all they have, the response is, we're looking into it. We're doing an investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you are. You better do a very good investigation. That's poor customer care. And someone's going to have someone's ass on that one.
Is there any speculation on like why? Just because it wasn't her due date yet?
And I think that the main thing right now that I was getting off of is racism, the color of her skin. They feel like they were
Oh.
treating her badly because she was black.
In Indiana?
Yeah.
Was it like in Indianapolis or was it like a small town? Do you know?
It doesn't even say, I have the story. Um,
What I had
That's
read,
oh,
it
I'm
it
said
must
sorry.
it
be
was
Indiana because
Munster,
Muncie?
Indiana.
what I had read
Munster.
it was that it said it was a Chicago woman in Indiana. So I'm gonna assume that they're somewhere where like they're really close. Does that make sense? Is
Mm-hmm.
Chicago and Indiana
Mm-hmm.
towards
Illinois
the
and
north?
yeah,
Don't they like kind of
Mm-hmm.
I think
So
it's
yeah, they ended up driving to
Indiana.
another hospital after she gave birth to, get care somewhere else. But
Mm-hmm.
holy moly.
I think it's the state of Indiana, to be honest. There was something else. I think it's like there's laws in certain states about if you don't like if you give birth or if you don't want the child and you can, some places you can drop it at the fire station. And no questions asked. We'll take the baby. Thank you for not doing harm to it and giving it over to,
Mm-hmm.
or abandoning or whatever. Um, they're supposed to have that at the hospitals as well. I remember watching a TikTok because somebody, of course, was trying to put them on blast about, they weren't following the protocol. They were like, she was an advocate for those type of people in those situations. She had a mom call her saying, um, I have a newborn baby and I can't do this. I would like to give up my parental rights. Where can I go? And the lady directed her to this hospital and she's like, I will call the hospital, let them know that you're on the way. And the person at the hospital was asking the advocate, oh, okay, what's her name? She's like, no, that's not the procedure here. Like, you can't have her name. You can't have her description. You can't have any of that stuff. This is supposed to be anonymous and that she's able to do, that's what this law is. And she was like, oh, okay, let me have you talk to my supervisor or whatnot. And the supervisor did exactly the same thing. The advocate even said, I asked the, are you aware of this law? The supervisor said, yes. Okay,
Didn't
great. So I have somebody on the way. Okay, well, what's her name? What's her description? What's her address? Like wanted all the, she's like, no. So she had to call this lady back and say,
Like,
do
don't
not
go
go,
there.
Don't go
don't go
there.
here. And I remember it being in Indiana. It was in Indiana.
Well, that's crazy. When April first started talking about it and telling the story, I thought she was describing a video that I had seen on TikTok a few days ago, but that video was in Dallas. And that was, this girl was very clearly in labor and in a lot of pain. And they were like checking her in. Like she's in a wheelchair dying. And this chick's like, how do you spell your last name? And what's your address? And like not even looking at her, just like typing in the computer. And the mom is recording and she's like, can we not answer these questions later? Like, can we get her to labor and delivery? Can we go? And it was bad, but that was in Dallas. That was a completely different sitch.
No.
Wow.
Somebody's losing their job.
Going
Probably like,
down for real.
Yeah, that's terrible.
yeah, it's terrible.
My current event is that Hawaii on Mount, I think it's Mount Mauna Kea has snow. They are under a winter storm advisory. They're expecting up to 4 inches of snow. And Denver, along with several other snowy cities, are in a snow drought. So
Yep.
I saw some pictures, I saw some video. It's not just like snowing like in the air. There is snow on Mauna Kea, and we haven't seen even a flurry.
That is
Do you know if
insane.
Mauna Kea is on the Big Island?
It is, I made a video, but that's just because I was playing with Google Earth. And yes, it is on the Big Island.
I mean, I would imagine like that's like the huge volcano on the Big Island, but
Mm-hmm.
Dishman lives on the Big Island.
He
Oh
does?
my God, I haven't
It
heard that
does.
name in
I
forever.
didn't know
He
that.
has for a really long time. Um, so yeah, they do get snow, but it is wild that they're getting so much and
Mm-hmm.
Denver has barely anything.
Denver's first snow on average is around September 19th. And we haven't had a fleck.
You
I
mentioned
remember
something
when it
to,
was snowing Valentine's.
Oh, yeah.
That was
oh yeah,
beautiful.
Snowing like
it
a
was
bitch.
so
It was so
pretty.
pretty. Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Y'all are wild.
We got out and got back in just the right time because
We had to go get more liquor, but we were
Mm-hmm.
um that reminded me of something you said on Marco Polo today about you're frustrated because you might have to go back when there's like a point something happening.
Oh, yeah,
And I thought it was weather related.
it is. We're gonna get some rain that might turn into some snow, but it's been so nice here. It's not like the roads are gonna be bad, but
yeah.
me inside of a vehicle when snow is present, that's, what did I say? Not a fun morning. It's not going to be a fun morning Friday morning.
I'm proud of you.
Oh,
I feel like you've taken yourself a really far way as far as the driving and having to drive,
girl,
especially with Princey Poo and like,
getting
yeah,
on them
it's
highways.
loud shout out. But yeah, I'm a
Mm.
little concerned about you with the winter approaching.
Yeah, me too.
There is coming.
Me too. Like, I've already told my husband, I might just stay a couple nights. at their house at the castle. And he's like,
Do they
okay.
know?
Oh, no. Well,
Okay.
does Carlos know that I don't like driving in the snow? Yes. Does he remember or think about it? I don't know. I don't know.
Are you not worried a bit to be like, nope, I'm not driving home. Where's your spare room?
Yeah, no. I mean, I'll be sleeping on the couch if I need to. I'll bring a bag. I'll pack. I will prepare. I'll be like, Mems, we're best friends for the next 2 days because I'm staying. And I don't think she'd tell me no. She might be like, bitch, go home. I'll work from home. Like,
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, why would she need you if it's so bad that you can't drive?
I mean,
Well, what
if she was not scared to drive and she drove to work, which
True.
most of Denver
True.
is, these motherfuckers are troopers. They're driving in their little Honda Civics and in their Priuses. They're
Oh my
driving to
God.
work in this shit.
Fishtailing and shit.
Yeah, but they're getting there
Roller skate going down the interstate.
in their little smart cars.
Little two-seat roller skate.
Oh my God.
I'm really trying to do hard things, and so I'll do my best, but there come certain times when I'm just like, absolutely the fuck not. And in those times, my husband drives me or we make other arrangements. But yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out.
Well, I am proud of you.
Thank you. Did you guys see the TikTok I posted of little Princey Pooh watching Hamilton?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, yes. Yes.
No, I didn't see
I
it.
absolutely did.
That is
Get your ass on TikTok.
my most
I
liked
guess so.
video on TikTok. Like he blew away all my other videos.
That's crazy. Love it. Love it.
He's sitting there kicking his feet.
Yeah. He's like
watching him.
and you're like, no,
Daniel Tiger.
Oh, Daniel Tiger.
Do you
I was
guys know Daniel
Yes,
Tiger?
I know Daniel Tiger. Oh God, I'm so glad I'm over. And Dinosaur Train.
I don't know that.
Um,
We watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and we
Yeah.
watch Miss Houston, which Miss Houston is the black Miss Rachel. Miss Houston is
That's who I
amazing.
was thinking.
She's
Miss Rachel.
amazing. No, we watch Miss Houston. And she's so good. Like she's so good. But yeah, no, I said something one day about Prince liking Arthur. Do you guys remember Arthur?
mhm.
Yes.
Matt used to love Arthur.
And
Love-
memory said, oh, well, we have PBS Kids on the Roku. Like Arthur's on there, Sesame Street's on there, Daniel Tiger's on there. And I'm like, oh, well, there's one I don't know. Well, check that out. Absolutely the fuck not. If you are a mother out there and you encourage your kid to watch that garbage show, Daniel Tiger, unfriend me. Don't talk to me ever. That is nonsense, garbage you are letting your children watch. Moving on. We ain't watching that shit.
I need to watch Daniel Tiger.
No,
Ugh.
you don't.
Watch
It's a
the
PBS
one.
show.
Watch the one where Juan Carlos comes to town. Watch that. I think it's like 20 minutes. Watch it. And if you aren't wanting to vomit and like check your house for fucking bugs because you think you're in a simulation, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Okay.
Okay. I'm
Crazy.
writing this shit down.
It's
Holy
crazy.
moly.
Updates
Have
for
shrooms
next.
that morning or what?
We need your review next week or week after next on
Yeah.
Daniel Tiger
Versus Juan Carlos.
Juan Carlos comes to town.
Oh,
versus.
Daniel Tiger fighting Juan Carlos.
Fucking West Side Story.
Oh man. Oh my god. It's so
Fucking
crazy.
can't. Oh.
okay.
Sorry about that. I'm sorry. I did not mean to go on a tangent.
That was okay.
Took out Daniel Tiger.
I told Memory when she got home, I was like, by the way, we will not be viewing Daniel Tiger on my watch ever again. And she's like, oh, okay, that's fine. And I'm like, yeah, don't be making my baby watch that shit. That's terrible.
Okay. Oh shit. I can't wait. Whew.
Riveting. All right. Are you ready for my current events? We're
Yes.
still on current events, right? Okay.
Yes, yes.
All right. So, this weekend in the Denver area, there was an incident involving the Denver Department of Public Health and Environment, so Health Department, pouring bleach into a food at a taco stand.
I
Um,
literally just saw it today for like a split second. So tell me all about it.
oh, all right. So here's what happened. So this food stand, taco stand, tacos,
Yes.
to
What?
Colorado, tacos to Colorado.
Love that.
Yes.
It's a taco stand. It was operating near the intersection of East Evans Avenue, and South Colorado Boulevard. Anybody who's from the area, um, and it was subject to a major food safety enforcement action on or around Saturday, November 15th. And according to the health department, the vendor had been operating without a business license and repeatedly failed to meet minimum food safety requirements, such as temperature control for meat, proper hand sanitizing, hand washing sinks, licensed kitchen for the preparation of the food across multiple inspections. Um, and then on a previous inspection, October 28th, a cease and desist order was issued and 120 pounds of meat was disposed of on that day. On October 31st, a second order of cease and desist was issued, and at that time, 25 pounds of meat was disposed of. And so on Saturday during the inspection, the inspectors found the vendor locking food into a truck so it could not be seized or discarded. In response, the inspectors poured bleach into remaining food items, tubs of chopped limes, pickled onions, guacamole, meat, to render them inedible and thereby prevent resale. Um,
Where'd they get
what
the
they're
bleach?
saying, they had it with them.
They just brought a bottle of bleach with.
Well, if they knew,
I think this is something they do because they said this measure was a last resort after repeated efforts at educating them. Um, Repeated efforts of voluntary compliance and other enforcement actions. The bleach pouring was not meant as punishment per se, but as a safety measure to ensure unsafe food did not end up being sold.
accountability.
Um, and the
No.
vendor's failure to comply, operating unlicensed, food held at unsafe temperatures, no sanitizing, employees reportedly dipping hands in garbage buckets and buckets of water, like so in the trash and buckets of water, it created a public health hazard. So using a chemical like bleach to render unsafe food inedible is described as a tool in the inspector's toolkit, though it is uncommon. So this was like extreme. They were done. They were done with these people. They were like, look, you can't.
Yeah.
And here, we'll just yeah.
So
So
the previous two cases, they took their meat. And this time, because they hid their meat, they took all their other shit,
They took everything else away.
yeah, they were like, you know what? You
as
can't,
they should.
you may have hid your meat, but you can't, now there's nothing to go with it.
Yeah, go
Like,
sell your rotten meat by itself.
yeah. And you know what? I feel like, and I have heard it from a lot of people that we have pretty lackadaisy or, pretty loose terms as far as getting licensed for stuff like selling food. There is so much that you go downtown, hot dog stands everywhere. When we go out to the club, there is like at least two or three just small single people with a little griddle thing with doing the bacon wrapped hot dogs.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. The food trucks are huge here, and I feel like it's not that hard to follow the rules, the very little rules that are in place. So if the health department from here is saying this is
Mhm.
gross, then it's gross. I believe it.
Yeah, something bad's happening.
So I'm curious, was this place popular? Did it have a lot of customers? Did someone get sick and that's how they came to go investigate? Like how?
There wasn't any, I think it was just that the health department does go around and does surprise inspections, and they got busted. And so they kept getting inspected, like, hey, you know, why are you
Or
operating? Let me go ahead and see that license that we told you you couldn't operate without. And we've been standing here watching you from
Yeah.
afar, and we can see you're not
Mhm.
following practices. So I
Mm,
didn't hear how popular it was. I've never heard of it myself, and we
Oh,
mm.
okay.
tend to eat at food trucks a lot. Like,
Mhm.
we hear about them. Um, yeah, I just feel like it's not that hard to
Well, I
follow a
guess
couple rules.
the next time you go to a food truck, ask them for their license
It
before
should
you
be
order.
It's
displayed.
always
It
posted.
should
It
be,
it
it
should
should
be
be
displayed.
displayed.
Yeah.
It has
So
to
if it's
be,
not displayed, people, then
Don't eat
know,
at them
don't
Do
eat
not.
or
yeah,
do it at your own risk.
at your
yeah,
own risk.
at your own risk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think the point of this being such a big deal is because people will eat it at their own risk. And it could actually spread into a whole like sick
the whole thing.
situation. Denver's
Yeah,
population downtown, it's so big, like it's like a health, like a whole public health scare. Not just like if I decide to eat at a nasty restaurant, right? Like they're
right.
literally selling this to people and knowing that it's not okay. Yeah.
And some of the people who were on the taco stand side are like, "Oh, you guys didn't try to help them. They don't speak English." And they're like, "Oh, no, no, no. We are very bilingual in this state. We really are." Like,
Yeah.
and in certain areas of the metro area, everything is in Spanish. Like, and if you speak English only, then you're the one having problems. Like,
Sure.
so it's like you can't use that as an excuse in this situation anyway.
Especially after multiple attempts.
Mm-hmm.
Like if
Like,
they
how
would
are
have
you
went
not
there
getting
with
it?
bleach right away or like the second time, maybe, but
They knew enough to
multiple.
lock the meat up. They
Right.
knew
Exactly.
enough.
They're like, "Oh, there's that chick again." Shit. Hurry.
Hmm.
Grab all the
Grab
meat.
the
Yeah. Well, Kylie, I am glad. I honestly, when I saw that article, you were the first person I thought of because I know you're downtown a lot and you love food trucks. I'm like, and I was definitely that girl eating the bacon wrapped hot dog after the concert.
Oh my God, it's the best when it's that late and you've had a couple of drinks and it's
Yeah.
yeah, a little expensive. I could definitely you there's a gig for you, Crystal.
Right?
Just get some
Yeah.
hot dog. They're $10. $10 for a hot dog wrapped in bacon. She has some peppers and onions. There's this one chick that we always end up going to.
Mm.
Um, yeah, and
You making a
ketchup,
killing?
mustard, mayo. Mm, good.
It
10
sounds
bucks
good.
pop.
Yummo.
Well, that's a great segue to what's cooking good looking.
Yes. So last week I had talked about how I had bought the chicken apple smoked uh
Yes.
sausage
Sausage. Mm-hmm.
and I was going to make a recipe out of it and I did. I made some pasta with it. I did use like the I don't know, it's some orange box. It's supposed to be healthier, like brown pasta. I think it might be chickpea pasta.
Mm.
Oh, I know what you're talking. Yeah, the chickpea.
Yeah. So I used that and then I just sliced up the smoked sausage, chicken apple smoked sausage. Um browned that up, skillet browned it, and then I used a bottled um, pesto garlic Alfredo. Um, and it was delicious. Oh,
Made my mouth water.
I also added some broccoli.
Mm.
So it was the chicken apple smoked sausage, broccoli, garlic pesto Alfredo over pasta. It was actually really good. Um,
Sounds good.
so I'm excited to use that uh, chicken apple smoked sausage again in something different. I think I'm gonna try maybe like a, um sheet pan meal with like carrots and vegetables and potatoes. Just sheet pan.
Those are so easy. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I also made some cheeseburger sliders on Hawaiian rolls, which isn't like unique, but
The
it's an
Hawaiian rolls.
it's an easy way to make hamburger sliders without having to like get the grill out or whatever, right? Like so you just mix up your meat with all your spices and lay it in the bottom of a baking pan and it's like an 8 by 10 baking pan and you make basically a meat pie.
Rectangle.
Yeah, rectangle. And then slap that onto the Hawaiian rolls, put some cheese on it. I made like a Big Mac sauce with just like mayonnaise, mustard, some onion powder,
Ketchup.
garlic powder, uh, ketchup, vinegar, just a little bit of that. I didn't get to put any of the relish in it because Patrick doesn't like pickles or relish or anything. So it wasn't quite like a Big
At
Mac,
this
which is
point,
fine. But
I'd say sorry.
yeah.
I'd start throwing that fucking relish in there.
Put some extra relish in that shit.
Right?
Okay,
Guys.
sorry,
And if you don't
sorry.
feel like
You can cut all the
if you
cut all
feel
the.
like you have enough, put a little bit more in.
I'm not going to do that yet, but am excited to be able to eat some things that I haven't been eating in the
I'm
last 20
sure.
years. So, but not yet. But the sliders were delicious and super easy. So,
Love.
what'd you make, April?
It makes shit. I I just I mean,
Okay.
probably like hamburger helper one night, but nothing like extreme. I did look up the Snoop Dogg
Below
bologna.
sandwich.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to throw a fried egg in there.
Good.
Like
Oh,
Yes.
it
okay.
when I
A
was
fried
reading,
egg on anything makes it better.
yeah,
I love putting
it's a lot
mayonnaise.
of bologna and cheese in that sandwich.
And
I
mustard.
mean, it's a
That's what a
Mustard.
lot.
bologna sandwich is, April.
Well, not if you get the thick cut. You just need one piece. This is like calling for multiple pieces. And
Hmm.
like, I'm gonna need an over easy egg in the middle of that to like
There's
help
too much
soak
bologna
some
on
of
this
that
bologna
up.
sandwich.
And I love bologna. Don't get me wrong.
I do not like, so it would automatic one piece would be that's
Yeah,
too much.
it's multiple pieces.
That's already has too much bologna on here.
I just snacked a lot. Like I like to do cheese and crackers, charcuterie boards. That's what I do a lot of. Um, I made little, I take it back. I do cook. I made these little turkey and cheese sandwiches on um oh sesame rolls and I put them in the air fryer for a little bit so they crisp up a little bit. But I do a lot of snacking. Miles loves grilled cheese, and that's been his thing. So he's been making grilled cheeses like there's no tomorrow. His grilled cheese consists of 3 slices of cheese,
Fuck yeah, that's
cheddar,
minimum.
provolone, and Gouda.
Mm.
So It's one hell of a grilled cheese. I found some garlic butter and Dylan's over where like the bread and stuff is.
Oh, they have it all whipped up already. Like
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
there's a
Yeah.
cinnamon
And
sugar
so
version too.
he puts that on his bread now when he makes his grilled cheese. And yeah, it's
He's getting
good.
fancy with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah. Miles is, I love it. When he tells me he's making a grilled cheese, I'm like, will you make me one? And he does.
Yes,
Oh,
you're training him well.
yes, I am. Any woman's going to be lucky to have him.
That's right.
He'll make
That's
one
right.
hell of a grilled cheese for you.
Right?
I did see, I was looking up to see like what the top recipes of 2025 were.
Huh.
And like 90% of the recipes was involves chicken, like
Mhm.
marry me chicken, chicken casserole, whatever. But when I was scrolling, there is a grilled cheese and tomato soup casserole.
Casserole?
Yeah,
Mm, I'm a little skeptical of that.
look
A
it
little
up.
skeptical, but all those words are so Midwest and I want to hear it.
I
Megan's like,
so right. So Applebee's a couple months ago had this grilled cheeseburger, and it
Mm,
came with tomato bisque soup and
Mm,
also fries. Like, why when you got this thick ass fucking burger and
you don't
like,
need the price.
oh fuck, man. But it was so good. Like it had this A1 sauce in the meat.
mm.
Like, oh, it was so fucking good, but it was so thick. I couldn't eat it all. So I only ate half of it, but I tore the shit out of that tomato bisque. Like it was so good. But yeah, when I came across that recipe for the grilled cheese tomato soup casserole, Google it. It looks
You
like tomato soup poured in a 9 by 13 pan and pieces of grilled cheese cut up and just thrown in there
Hmm.
and then baked, I'm
bacon?
assuming.
Yeah.
I
Bet.
think I need to look that up.
I'll try
Yeah.
that.
I'm gonna pass.
I'll try it. I'll take one for the
Some
team.
hot
Thanks,
soggy
Meg.
bread.
Thank you,
That's
Megan.
what I was thinking. Hot, soggy bread with some cheese.
I think that's where the sourdough would come in handy.
It could be
Mm.
very
That dense
helpful.
bread would soak it up.
Oh my God. I could make a tomato soup and cheese loaf. I totally could. I could.
Oh,
And I've never heard of anybody else doing it, but I'm telling you I could do it.
I dare
you
you.
should do it.
Double dog.
Triple dog.
I could do it.
And then to go top it, to go on top of that, you can infuse it
Like the tomato soup in the bread.
with the THC and then move into the
I
Not the
see.
Delta 9, though, that we can't
yeah,
do
not
that.
the Delta
Can't do that
9,
anymore.
the real shit.
Oh shit.
Oh.
No, my confidence is through the roof that I could do that. Because what I'm cooking this week, I just sent to your phone, and it is a
Yeah.
caramel apple sourdough loaf. It is hands down the best loaf of sourdough I have made yet. I think the pictures of the inside speak for
Ooh,
themselves.
ooh,
This is
chunks of
yours?
apple.
Really good.
You made this?
Mm-hmm.
You kept that a secret,
Mm-hmm.
lady.
Mm-hmm.
She was saving that.
Caramel apple.
Caramel apple. That looks really good, sis.
It was really good.
Does
You should.
sourdough always like crack on the top and have like a white side and a not white side?
I did that. So yes, we do
Oh,
that. It doesn't have to have white. That's just flour. Uh,
okay.
and I'm still pretty heavy-handed with it, obviously. I need to lighten up a little bit with it. It doesn't have to be so heavy. It doesn't even have to be there. But yeah, you have to crack. It's called scoring it. You have to cut it to let some steam and other air out as it
And
cooks.
you always have like a small like cracker layer.
Kind of, yeah. Now this one is obviously very sugary. The apples and the caramel are very sugary. So like the top looks a little burnt. That's just
Uh-huh.
sugar. That's just cooked hot sugar.
It looks yummy.
Girl,
Looks good.
that looks bomb.
You
I can't
should
believe
think
you made
about
that and kept it a secret from us this
Yeah,
whole week.
I know. I was saving it for my what's cooking good looking. I was like, I cannot talk about
Holy
sourdough every week,
moly.
but this one's going on the show.
So is this from like the same starter that you started dopamine with?
Yeah,
So you just kind of
that's
keep
dopamine.
It
going.
is dopamine.
It
That's
is dopamine.
mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
I
There
expect
she is.
sourdough the next time we see each other.
Yeah, I'm really working on just figuring out just a regular fucking loaf. And I'm struggling. I when I made that loaf, I made a double batch so that I could have a regular loaf and then this when you put stuff in it, it's called inclusions. So I had an inclusion loaf and then I wanted a regular loaf and I just completely botched the regular loaf. And I know out of the countless videos that I've watched, the answer when you overproof your dough is that you make focaccia bread. And
Mhm.
it's so I was like, "Pfft, easy peasy. I got this. Threw it in the pan, fucking dipped my fingers in to make the bubbles. I seasoned the fuck out of it. Onion powder, garlic powder, Italian seasoning. I mean, it smelled like an Italian restaurant in my kitchen. And I fucked it all up.
Oh no, I was scared you were gonna say that.
I ended up throwing it away. My family was like, "Where did that thing go?" And I was like, "I threw it away." And Ollie was like, "Oh, the crust that I was like peeling off was so good." And Dave's like, "Can you fucking learn how to bake bread and make it smell like that?" And I'm like, "I'm trying, babe. I'm trying."
Focaccia
Uh,
bread is so
yeah. It's an easy answer to when you overproof your sourdough dough. So I made it and like threw it in the oven and then I looked up how to make focaccia and I was like, "Oh fuck." Fuck.
You got your steps out of order.
yeah.
good. Maybe next time.
I thought that I just knew how to make focaccia bread. I was wrong. But it did smell absolutely amazing. It just
I bet
wasn't
it
bread. It
did.
was just baked flour sludge is all it was.
Ooh.
But it smelled amazing.
Oh,
And I at least had the caramel apple loaf to say, well, I did something right, So yeah.
So is that not considered sourdough then, since it has inclusions?
Oh yeah, it's a sourdough.
Okay.
Yep.
So why, maybe I just don't understand. Why did that bake up right, but the regular one didn't?
that's
Excellent
what she's
question.
trying to.
It's the sugar. It's the
The
sugar in the
sugar.
apples, it's the sugar in the caramel. I
Oh.
used apple
You
cider instead of water.
you did mention that in our Marco Polo.
Yeah. Sourdough is starter, which is made of flour and water. You got starter, you add more flour, you add more water, you add salt. That is sourdough. That's it. No eggs, no milk, that's it.
Yeast.
No
Yeah.
yeast. Those are the ingredients. When you put things that have sugar in them, the gluten and the bacteria that is in the sourdough, what gives the sourdough its flavor, has a completely different reaction. It's literally eating it and it's growing. So this loaf proofed like a butte. I mean, that was the Marilyn Monroe of doughs. I mean, it was beautiful. I did it overnight. I came down in the morning and I was like, "Oh my God." Like I told people, "Go downstairs and look at the thing, look at the bowl." Like it's beautiful. It's because the inclusions had sugar. So I'm working with the temperature of my house. I'm working with the arid dryness and, the lack of humidity. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. This is all just one big, actually multiple science experiments. I have to figure out what works in my house. So I threw a heating pad down there. I've got a heating pad now that I'll put I'll put the dough on to proof on because that definitely helps.
Hmm.
At least it helps speed it up. I'm also going to start baking at a lower temperature for a longer time instead of baking at a super high heat for a shorter time. And I'll get it. I'll get it. I'm close. But I want to be able to master just a regular loaf and not just these sugary things. The nice thing about tomato soup and tomato bisque, if you will, is there's sugars involved there. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Ollie made a tomato soup one time, and I don't do tomato soup, and just all this talking about it, I'm telling you, my mouth is watering just
Mm.
thinking about it.
It
So
is
I'll
so
see if
good.
I'll see if I can get him to make me a soup, or if maybe we can find one. I really don't want to put a canned soup in a homemade bread loaf. I really don't. I want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can easily make some tomato bisque soup.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll find the right
No
cheese.
canned,
Maybe those cheddar squares,
right?
you know,
Mm, mm,
make you
mm.
guys a loaf of tomato and cheese.
Oh, my mouth is watering.
I wanted to mention I had seen the aggressive tutorial, Jessica, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
She had said something about like cold proofing her
Mm-hmm.
sourdough, and it was like way faster.
It's not, it's
So
actually cold proofing slows down the fermentation process. It's not even required, but the longer you cold proof, the more sour your sourdough tastes. So cold proofing is simply for flavor. It has nothing to do with the baking or the rise or the, you know what I'm
And
saying?
she also did that, Megan, to put it in a dormant state. Like,
Oh, the starter or the
but I
starter?
also felt like she was like she
yes.
did like some type of 24-hour sourdough and cold proofing was where it was at. Like, I don't know. You
So you
maybe
can
look her up. I mean, I
you can
don't
you can
really.
put your starter in the fridge so that you don't have to feed it every day. I showed you guys on Marco Polo how
Mhm.
how I feed dopamine. I do that every day. Every day I do that exact same thing. So I'm going through jars and I'm going through stirring things and I got to be careful that I don't fucking put cement down my drain and it's a little process, It's a thing. Um and most people would do that if they're baking more often. I'm trying to build the strength of my starter and I'm going to bake every chance that I get. If I knew that I was going to go on vacation, for example, I would feed dopamine as I normally would, and then I would throw it in the fridge and then walk away. I don't have to have Haley come over and feed it like you would feed my dogs, right? The fridge kind of pauses it, but keeps it safe. When you're in the middle of making a loaf, like when you've got your starter, you've got your dough, you're making your loaf, the bulk fermentation where it sits on your counter for a couple of hours is when that gluten is building and it's rising up. Um, After that happens, then it goes into the fridge if you want that sour taste. If you don't care about it being super sour, you could just throw it into the oven. But there's refrigeration comes into play with starter and with an actual like loaf or a thing of dough. So I don't know which one you were talking about with Jessica, but
I just heard
probably
her say cold proof
yeah. That's
sourdough.
probably her making a loaf, not talking about her starter.
Kylie, what's cooking?
Well, I would like to say that my favorite grilled cheese is the grown-up grilled cheese at Village Inn.
Mm.
Uh, it's good. I think it's Texas toast that they make it on, but it's got several cheeses and bacon,
Mm.
um, tomato. I get it without tomato because I don't like tomato on my sandwiches, but and then I don't know what they do. Maybe the sprinkle Parmesan cheese, maybe they put that on the outside so it kind of gets that crusty Parmesan crust on the outside of the bread. Anyway, that's my favorite grilled cheese, the
Mm.
grown-up grilled cheese. All right. I haven't cooked a whole lot. Anthony's been on this rice kick. He has rice maker, been perfecting it. Um, so we've made a few things, or I've made a few adjustments anyway, as I'm cooking it in the rice cooker. Um, we put in that better than bouillon, where you can make your own broth. That better than bouillon, they make a pho
Mm.
Oh,
one. So it's like like the soup pho. Um, we I put that in there while it's cooking. And then I also added some bone broth powder that he had, just trying to add more protein to it, since really rice isn't that great for me. I'm trying to add protein to the mix. So we tried that out. It turned out really good. I diced up some chicken and then used some peanut sauce that I found at Trader Joe's. It was like this peanut satay sauce, and it
oh,
wasn't like super spicy, but which is good. I mean, I like spicy stuff, so of course I added some chili garlic stuff to it, but um yeah, it turned out really good. It was really simple, it was really cheap. Also always try to work on things that he actually will eat and likes, and so that it can be meal prepped for him. Uh, not that I have to take care of him. He could take care of himself. He's a big boy. I just like to help make things convenient for him. So, um, yeah, that's, I think he finished it up yesterday, though, already. Didn't last too long.
Uh-oh, he's got a couple more days.
I guess I'm gonna have to teach you how to use the rice cooker. Um, yeah, that's the mainly. And then other than that, I think I did another round of the pumpkin pudding that I'm gonna make for Thanksgiving. Um, that was that's pretty much it. Oh, I think I did do the rice with the bacon on it. And then I added two fried eggs, because adding fried eggs to shit is bomb.
you are not wrong.
It was just that he uses like this ponzu sauce, which is like a kind of like a soy sauce, but it has like a citrus in it. Um, I just don't care for it a lot. I also don't really care for soy sauce. Like I'll use it like a little bit on like my egg roll or something, but I don't like to like douse my
It's
rice.
too
And
salty.
yeah, even the low sodium,
Yeah.
it's
I'm a
just
I'm a
yeah.
small increments girl.
Yeah, so I needed something saucy to go with to make my rice saucy, or like it had a sauce on it. So I did two eggs over the top and used the yolk, and it was perfect. So
Yeah.
that's the weird shit I cooked.
Love. I need to go refill my water bottle. Can we just take a quick break? The next segment is movies and documentaries.
Yup.
Let's pause for the cause and hear a word from our sponsor.
The Plantbrella, a colorful umbrella for outdoor gardens and potted plants, designed to help protect your plants from the intense, direct sunlight, heavy rain, hail, and frost, while allowing some light and rainwater to gently pass through to your plants. The Plantbrella is not only a colorful piece and decoration for your garden, but is an effective way to keep your plants safe, hydrated, and live longer throughout the garden season. Plantbrella, we got you covered.
What?
What's that face?
Feel like there's a ghost.
At your house? At April's house?
At somebody's house. We're gonna have to re-listen to this. What are we at right now?
I burped before I got back in on camera.
Oh,
And I burped what?
okay. I was like, what the fuck? All I heard was, what? And nobody was on film, and I was like, There's a fucking goat. Okay.
Megan, I had another update that I skipped, and it was on accident, but I really wanted you to know, and I mean this in all good faith. I read a great article about the revamping of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. They have like 8 new floats this year. It's good. I promise you, like it was good. They have like 8 new floats. They're doing a labubu. Do you know what a labubu is? Oh my God. Don't like we'll have to talk about that some other time.
I cannot get on board.
That's a
With the
whole
labubu
nother.
float, they have a goldfish cracker float that is the smallest float that was ever afloat. They said that
Hmm.
they have 11 high school marching bands. It was really good. It was a really good article. And I was just like, I think my girl was not the only one who was feeling some kind of way about the production last year. And
Ooh,
I think word has made its way to Macy's. And I think they're doing some shit different.
I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like kind of well, I feel like a super asshole, but um
That's not what I wanted to happen.
no. I think my main point was like I just felt like there was way too many commercials and too much commentary and not enough floats and
Yeah.
good things and the unnecessary performances. And when
Mm-hmm.
you're
Mm-hmm.
watching on TV, you don't get to see the whole thing. You get to see what
But they're forcing you to
production
see.
what
What
production
companies are
wants you to
paying
see.
them to show us
Right.
is what you're
So
seeing.
I do like to hear that maybe those thoughts of mine are being
Yeah. Yeah.
seen by others and not just me.
Yeah. I think it's a commercial situation. It's all Macy's is a goddamn store. Like we're not talking about
Maybe that's where all the stolen
I
pennies went.
know, but haven't you seen Miracle on 34th Street? Like you
actually
can't.
no. I haven't seen that or It's a Wonderful Life. I've never watched any of those like old classics. I've only
And did you
seen
freeze?
she's
You've got to be
He
fucking
can't even with
shitting me.
you.
I think the oldest Christmas movie I've seen is It's a Christmas Story. Or a
Okay,
Christmas.
I'm gonna
You gonna breathe through it? You're gonna have Lamaze real quick.
the next time we're together,
He's
I
gonna
don't care
write
what
it
time of
down.
year
So
it
the next
is.
time
It
we're
can
together, we're
be
gonna
in
have
the
to watch it.
middle of summer. We will be watching Miracle on 34th Street.
Miracle
You
on
have to
34th.
watch it.
I've heard of it. I've
Every
Well,
heard
time
good,
a
enough.
bell
good.
rings, an angel gets its wings.
No, that's a wonderful life.
Well, then I have not watched Miracle on 34th Street either. I
Oh
always thought
God,
that was that movie.
my heart is just
Is it black and white?
yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Yeah.
see black and white in my head when she says it.
There was a new release like probably 10 years ago at this point, but I don't really know. I'd have to look it up, but they redid it and it's in color. But no, that's not the one you get to watch.
We get to
Oh
watch.
my God. I'm not gonna lie. I'm super fucking excited. Like I kind of want to just I'm gonna need you guys to watch Miracle on 34th Street
Okay.
and then we're gonna talk about it.
All right.
And you might understand why I feel the way I feel about the whole Macy's and how it's become
Crap.
I
because the
got
whole
you.
point is like it shouldn't be about profit and
Mm,
money. It should be about happiness and joy and getting the
mm,
kids what they want.
mm.
And if you can't find that gift at Macy's, then you need to go over to this other store. And the other store was like, "Oh, they did so well. We need to do that too." And so point is, um, your story about maybe Macy's figuring it out or somebody figuring it out that we weren't super keen on last year's. That makes me feel good. But I still need you guys to watch Miracle on
Okay.
34th Street.
I made a note for myself.
April?
I have made a note.
I watched the new season of Landman. So season
April,
2.
can I ask
What?
you a question before you like jump right in? She's like, I'm
Were you
back.
cut in front
Let's
of
talk.
M? Were you cut in front of M for Megan?
April, where'd you watch that?
On Paramount Plus.
Landman's on Paramount, yeah. April, can I ask you a question? I'm so sorry.
No, it's
She's
gotta
not
wait.
sorry.
Yes, you can ask.
Have you ever seen Miracle on 34th Street?
Yes.
Like the black and white version?
Yeah, a long time ago.
You guys are
Do
better
you
than
know
us.
it? What?
I said, you guys are better than us.
No.
You win, okay, Megan?
The hell did I walk into? Can I start with mine now?
Yes. Go.
Let Megan go.
Oh, sorry.
Megan,
I
you
thought
didn't watch
went.
anything?
That was a side conversation.
It was a side conversation, April. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't us going.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
We wouldn't have
apologize.
It's
started the
April's.
segment without you.
Oh shit. Let's do it. Well,
Get
we'll
your
just
zippers
edit
out.
that. We'll edit it.
Nope, it's staying in.
Is it my turn?
Movies and documentaries.
See,
Oh,
Oh, actually, I got nothing on
Okay.
movies and documentaries.
you're up, April.
Except everybody should
Alright.
see Miracle on 34th Street.
When's the last time you watched it? You watch it every Christmas?
Every year.
Do you?
Every year.
Oh, I'm
My
watching.
every year is National Lampoon's
Mine
Christmas.
too.
So
That's mine every
normally,
year.
right after the parade, they show Miracle on 34th Street because
We
it's
switched to the
about the
Puppy Bowl.
Macy's. It's about the Macy's Thanksgiving parade.
Yes. And I got to go to Macy's in May, and it was so awesome.
If I ever had enough money to rent out one of the apartments on that route for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, I totally would.
We should make that a Mac Besties thing.
look into that.
Let me get my doctors first. Let me get my nurse practitioner, and then
Yeah,
I'll work
I might
on
need
I'll
I
work
might need
on
your
that.
help. I might need your help on that.
Yeah,
Or
okay.
Santa's. Maybe Santa will come through for me.
Santa baby.
Okay, sorry. I don't have anything.
Oh, okay. Take two. I didn't I didn't watch, but I watched season 2 episode of Landman, and it was so good that it reminds me why I wait until all the episodes are out before I watch, because you get to the end of the first episode and you're just like, oh, I want more. So,
No.
it is so good. I do have down on my list, and I'm going to attempt it over Thanksgiving break. Don't date Brandon, because I do want
Oh,
that.
well, I have on my notes all caps Netflix and 3 exclamation points because Netflix is killing it for me right now. Number
I hope
one,
you're not doing the one I'm doing. I did a Netflix one too.
I hope I'm not too. The first thing I want you guys to know, if you have not seen it, we talked about this last season when we first started talking about documentaries. Take Care of Maya is on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, please, I am begging you, watch it.
Okay.
I watched House of Dynamite, which is not a documentary, but it is a movie, and I thought it was pretty darn good. Would recommend. But the documentary that I did watch, April and I kind of cross-streamed last weekend or last week because we both watched it, and it's called A Deadly American Marriage. Is that the one you watched, Kylie?
Nope. I'm
Okay.
good.
Okay, good.
Deadly American Marriage. Not a
Oh my
case that I
God.
had ever heard of before. This took place in North Carolina. I did not give myself the notes of when, so my apologies. I'm going to say this is
Two,
10-ish, if not more years ago.
yeah, early 2000s.
Okay. This little cutie patootie named Jason Corbett is from Ireland. He is married. He has 2 children. His wife has an asthma attack and dies. And he is devastated. This is the woman of his dreams. This is the mother to his children. He doesn't know how he's going to go on. He does have a pretty good support system. He's got, a sister that loves him and he's got a good relationship with. He's got, community. He's got his job. But for him to pick up the pieces and continue to be a good dad and employee and contributing member of society, he needs a nanny. He needs an au pair. He needs somebody to come in and care for these very young children so that he can go to work every day. So he puts an ad out for an au pair, which there is a difference between an au pair and a nanny. An au pair lives with you. Um, he hires this girl, Molly, from the United States. Molly has her own issues, her own things that are going on. She decides that she needs to get the fuck out. She needs to just leave. And so she sees this ad for this au pair, and it's in Ireland. She answers the ad. She meets Jason. He hires her. Boom. She moves to Ireland. It doesn't take very long, you guys. It doesn't take very long before Molly and Jason get a little crush on each other. And he's still trying to mourn his wife, but he likes Molly. He does. I mean, you can't really deny it. I think he wanted to pump the brakes a little bit, and she basically said, "Buddy, we're past that. I live here. We love each other. We should do the damn thing." And he says, "You know what? You're right." So they do the damn thing. They get married. They move from Ireland to the United States. They're in North Carolina. Um, there's a lot of shit that goes down in this documentary. And while I did take a lot of notes, I'm not going to make you suffer through all of them. What I'll tell you ends up happening is Molly really, really pushes for the adoption of these children. She is their mom. She is married to their dad, and Jason just can't quite sign the paper. He just something is going on there. I think they're on the brink of divorce, to be quite honest. And Molly has her parents over one evening as guests. Like, they don't live there and they don't live in that town. Like, they drove there, they're spending the night there. Something happens, there's an altercation between Molly and her father. The two of them end up actually killing Jason. They beat him to death. There's a baseball bat involved, there's a brick involved. And when all is said and done and the cops show up, they clearly claim self-defense. Jason has gone after Molly. The dad who is visiting hears the scream. He comes up, he helps Molly, and they kill Jason. I think as a viewer, I knew something was awry, but what I really liked about the documentary was the scene that starts and Molly shows up on the screen. Like, she's there. She's part of the documentary. She's giving an interview. She says what she needs to say, and the next scene is her dad. And I'm like, oh, well, clearly they're not in prison. They're participating in this documentary. Molly
Yeah.
says Jason's abusive. Jason has hurt her. Jason has used this lack of adoption as, something against her. Luckily for her, she knew somebody who was in law enforcement in some way, shape, or form. And they told her that she should plant voice recorders in her house in case anything ever goes down. She does have a legal right to these kids, but she's going to need some evidence. And so she does exactly that. And then the documentary really kind of changes gears. You start hearing Molly's side and you hear her dad's side, and you definitely hear some of the recordings that they got from these planted bugs, we'll call them the voice recorders. And you do hear Jason act like an asshole. And you do hear him kind of manipulate some conversations and seem like he's like holding a carrot, like he's dangling a carrot. And I felt again like I kind of started to side with Molly a little bit. What really fucked me up was when they introduce what used to be these young children that Jason and Molly were raising and who they are now. And now they're 15 and 17 years old. And they give interviews on the documentary. They speak to what they remember. They talk about the night of the killing and what they, reported to the police. And they had special child interviewers. And yeah, I remember talking to that lady, and, here's what I said, and here's what I meant. And oh, I was coached or I wasn't coached. And they really dig into the interviewing of the children aspect of it. I think as a viewer, you immediately fall in love with these kids. I did. Like, I was just like, oh, you precious little babies. Like, I just want to hug you. If you think about it, they lost their birth mom. They gained a mom in Molly. They've lost their dad, and they eventually get taken away after this murder, and shipped over to Ireland to live with their dad's sister. So they lose Molly as a mom. They've lost three parents and they're not even 10 years old. You know what I mean? It's
So
absolutely
sad.
heart-wrenching. Um, they gave victim impact statements at a retrial that was had, because Molly and her dad end up getting charged. I skipped that part. They're charged with second-degree murder. They were both found guilty, and they were sentenced to between 20 and 25 years in prison. And on appeal, they're granted a second trial. They're granted a retrial, and they are given bond. So they're out. That's why they're able to, be in this documentary. We meet these teenage kids who talk about how, their mom had these voice recorders because she was told to, and she was able to manipulate the conversations and basically back Jason into a corner to look like an asshole. But they want her and Tom locked up. They killed Jason. They want them done. They want them gone. And Molly's plan worked. It helped. The second retrial, they ended up, I believe they pled, and they were ended up ultimately sentenced to 51 to 74 months. They had already served time, so they only had to do an additional like 7 to 8 months, and it's over. And none of them are any better for it. Those kids have still lost every parent they've ever had. They're back in Ireland. They are with their kin. They are with their aunt. They are happy. They are loved. They actually call their aunt and uncle mom and dad. Their aunt and uncle had two kids already. They had two boys, and seeing this new family with all four kids, it's the best fucking outcome it could possibly be. But it was a wild ride. I loved, again, very, very well done, Netflix. Um, I was on everybody's side at one point in time. Everybody was the bad guy at one point in time. Um, it was a really good movie. And I love a crime story that I haven't heard about, because that shit's rare.
Yeah. It was good. It was really good. And
Was there
how
anything that stuck with you, April, that I left out?
the only thing that stuck out is just like when they went back to do the second interview with the kids and the son, how he said that, he was coached to say that his dad was mean and abusive. Like Molly told me, because Molly said that if I didn't say this, they would take me away. And Molly said, do you want that to happen? And they're young, they don't know. And but yeah, her dad was actually a retired
Mm-hmm.
cop or whatever.
Like
So yeah, he
FBI.
FBI. Yeah, so he helped coached. He knew. So yeah, halfway through, I was like, she fucking did it. She did it. And she had the help of her dad to get through it, and this is how it's going to happen. But what gave them away is, if it was really self-defense, why was there blood scattered down the hallway
On the floor.
on the floor? Why was a bat and a brick needed? Once you hit somebody with a baseball bat once, that's going to take them down. That's going to give you enough time to leave that room or that area, get out of the house, call 911. Everybody's got cell phones these days. Like, come on now. Not to the point that you beat him to death and then call the cops. Like, no.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good watch.
I
I saw it as well.
It's a joint.
Okay. Yeah,
Sorry.
I was concerned there first. I was like, are you smoking?
I am
Never.
not a
Well,
cigarette.
she's not a big flower person either.
I'm
So
not. My husband gave it to me.
yeah.
Well, welcome.
You know, you know what? Your husband, he gets 3 gold stars. He just
Maybe 4.
4.
One from each of
The,
us.
the
There you
luck of
go.
the Irish. He's a good one.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I watched that one too. And
Oh, you did?
oh, yeah.
I'm the only one who didn't
Yeah.
watch it.
I didn't know you
Oh,
watched it, Megan.
yeah, I did. When you first said it, I didn't recognize it. But as soon as you started talking about it, I was like, yes, I remember. Um, the one thing I got out of it is I felt terrible for Jason and his family. Like, his siblings and his family back in Ireland that couldn't do anything, and they knew, but they couldn't prove it. And I felt like gut punched for them. And like Jason had lost his wife and they had lost their mom, and then Jason chose the wrong person and at the end of it, like, right?
Yeah.
Like, and he would have never done that to his children.
Yeah.
He was such a good dad. He was such a good husband. Like, he just, he wanted the best for them and unfortunately found the wrong chick.
Yeah. It's about an hour and a half, Kylie. It's a pretty
Okay.
quick, easy watch. It's a lot of information.
Yeah.
What's it
So
called
good.
again?
A Deadly American Marriage.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I
It
have
is
seen it
so
on
good.
the list. Okay.
April, Lena, I need you to watch Take Care of Maya just because it's so healthcare related. I really want you to watch that one.
Where are we at?
Well, I did not watch a documentary, but what I did watch was the new Claire Danes series, The Beast in Me.
Mm,
I just heard about
And
that today from my coworkers.
we binged it. It was great. It was really, really good. She did well, she's a great actress anyways.
Yes, my so-called life.
Tell me about
Mhm.
it. How is it
Broke
a
down
documentary?
Paris. Yeah. Um, okay, so it's basically about an author she's kind of burnt out. She's got writer's block. Um, She lives out in she's like a, you know, one hit wonder kind of. So she had money at one point, so she lives in this big rich neighborhood. But her house is kind of, you know, failing a bit, needing some renovation, that type of thing. But she's not able to, she's got writer's block, but she has it for a good reason. She's struggling because her um, son got killed in a car accident and she was the one driving. So um, she's having a hard time dealing with that. Her and her wife get divorced. They have a very, you know, tough relationship. Um, and it's just basically about her new neighbor that moves in, and his name is Niall Jarvis. Uh, I think there's a part right off where these dogs, these two dogs are like in her yard and they're like scaring her little dog that she has inside the house, and they're wild, they're crazy. They're like pawing at her window, and she's very mad about this. So um she goes out to try to assess the situation as she sees people pulling up, and they're just like, oh, sorry about the dog, sorry. They got the dogs, put them in the truck, and they take off. She doesn't even get to say anything. But she knows that it's the new neighbors. um they end up like sending her this box of wine, like as an apology, like we nobody has spoken or anything. And she ends up taking the wine back over, like, I don't want your wine. I want you to keep your dogs off my property. Um, so that's kind of where they get introduced and how things start off for them. Um, and he's definitely a scary dude. He's been accused of killing his wife, who is missing. They've never found a body or anything. So there's the whole element of the whodunit. Um, and he says he's misunderstood. Well, all of a sudden, it's a great idea for a book. She's been struggling at this book that she was trying to write, so she decides to do like a, his life, a documentary, if you will, on paper. So they kind of start spending more time together, and uh, yeah, he does some really shady shit. Um, he's from a very rich family. I believe his dad, I can't remember what his dad does. But anyway, they're very, very wealthy. Um, there's a political aspect to it, because they own these buildings and they're renovating them for like, you know, uh, high end apartments and stuff like that. While really what they could be, or what was proposed to them and they denied, was like turning it into like a affordable housing type area. So like there's this political aspect to it. So you see some shady dealings as far as, you know, swinging the votes and stuff like that. Um, but there's also this kid in town that was involved in the accident, um, that killed Claire Danes's son. And he was under the influence at the time of the accident. So she solely blames, you killed my son. This kid got nothing. I don't even think he got a slap on the wrist. He refused the breathalyzer. And when he finally did do it, like 12 hours later or whatever, he was under the limit. So they didn't charge him with driving under the influence or anything. But they still live in the same town. Uh, so she tells Niall Jarvis, as they're kind of bonding, um, she sees the kid and points him out and explains the situation. And I was like, oh man, I bet you want to get your revenge. I bet you want to, do this and that. And, you know, she's kind of like, yeah, but, I can't do those things. And next thing you know, this kid goes missing. And it's kind of set up the same way that Niall Jarvis's missing wife was, that, oh, this was a suicide. There's this mysterious note left behind and can't find a body, but all their stuff is here. They committed suicide or whatever. So there's a pretty good twist at the end after um Niall Jarvis basically finds out that Claire Danes, well, her character's name is Aggie. I should be using her since I'm using his character name. But anyway, Aggie, Claire Danes, she what happened to be talking to a federal agent, an FBI agent. And now Jarvis finds out about it. I guess previously this FBI agent had been obsessed with him, trying to charge him with all kinds of fraud and crime and the death of his wife, and just never could nail him down. Claire Danes starts talking to him, starts sharing information with him. She's trying to say that he had something to do with the missing kid. And now Jarvis figures out about it and confronts her about it, and she tries to play it off. And I think he, says, "Oh, okay." So he kind of plays a little bit with her on it, but I won't spoil the end of it. But it's definitely worth watching. It's 9 episodes, I think, and they range anywhere from an hour to, I think one of them was only 40 minutes. So, but it's really good. I thought the acting was great. It kept Anthony's attention, which is good. I mean, usually 5 minutes into something, he's like, I can't do this. Oh, no, this isn't for me. No. So, yeah, The Beast in Me on Netflix. Worth the watch.
The who's Niles Jarvis?
Michael, how do you say his last name? Ray? Or no, Matthew. I don't know how to say his last name. Rhys.
Reese.
Is that it?
Reese.
Reyes.
Reese?
Okay.
Reese.
Yeah. I didn't really recognize him from anything.
No. Okay.
I'm sure he's part of something. But yeah.
So my social media, I actually had this on my last week's, and then so this week I was like looking it up, and it is satire. At first I thought it was true, but I'm finding out that it's not. So I'm glad I didn't talk about it last week. But so a Starbucks barista arrested after throwing hot latte on a customer who removed his dollar tip from the tip jar.
Oh, I heard about this.
So,
Okay, yeah.
police say a lady named Olivia Hart, who is 23 years old, got into a dispute over a single dollar bill. Witnesses said that Olivia, excuse me, had just finished making a complicated order when the customer dropped a dollar bill into the tip jar. Olivia turned to greet the next person. The man allegedly reached into the jar, grabbed the dollar bill, and loudly said, "You don't deserve a tip for pushing buttons." According to this customers in line, Olivia froze, stared at him, and then calmly picked up the steaming hot latte before saying, "You're right, I don't deserve that dollar." She then threw the drink onto his hoodie, covering the man in foam and caramel drizzle. Police confiscated video. The customer had minor burns. Olivia allegedly told police, "I was not assaulting him. I was simply returning his beverage." Olivia
But
was
it's
charged with
satire.
assault and disorderly conduct.
So it's not true?
It is not true. Like,
Damn.
and when I read this article, it says hashtag funny, hashtag for you, hashtag comedy, hashtag entertainment. Now, when I first read it, like I really thought it was like a true story. Like
It reads like one.
And I thought to myself, this is why I wanted to bring it up. Like, is she wrong? Is she right? Like, you're gonna put a dollar bill and then take it out and tell me you don't get a tip for pushing buttons? I'm
Is
not
it because
pushing
she didn't
buttons.
is it because she didn't say thank you when he put the dollar in? Because clearly she was doing more than pushing the buttons if she was like actually making the drink as well.
Well, I think that goes back to maybe the satire of it because there is no backup. Like, again, a week later, I'm looking it up, like, what happened? Like, where are we at? And I'm finding a lot of this is satire, this is joke, this isn't real. I can't find any like actual news station
Mm-hmm.
that is reporting on this incident. And
Okay.
so I'm like, okay, this is just a funny.
So this is alleged Olivia. Alleged
Right.
Olivia.
I mean, that's not how the story reads. The story is from a Pure Videos post. It's only on Facebook, only on Instagram. Like there was no like actual news, like no good that I could find. And most of them were talking about how basically it's satire. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think? Should she have done that? Like, if he was really like, I'm just gonna take this because all you're doing is pressing buttons after she made him this whole complicated drink, like, is that still okay to pour scalding coffee on somebody?
Right.
I don't know. Is it? Is it
Maybe
not?
not onto him, maybe
And
like on the counter or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's
Agree.
when their satire comes in. It's like I wasn't assaulting him.
Yeah,
I
I love alleged Olivia's sass. I love
yeah,
her, you know,
yeah.
explanation about like she didn't deny that she was responsible for that happening, the action.
Accountability.
It was just an explanation of reason.
I was just giving him his drink back.
Yeah, the
It
way that
wasn't assault.
yeah.
It was return.
I yeah, no, I wouldn't throw a coffee at someone. Sorry. I do like her sass.
I'm happy to know that it's just kind of
Me
satire,
too.
but I do think it's a good, I don't know, maybe like a question to throw around, right? Like, do you get to throw? No, you don't. But do people also get to be like, all you're doing is pushing buttons when that's not the case?
Yeah.
Gets convoluted.
I also think there's an element of then you should push your own buttons at home.
Yeah,
You
you're
don't have
not
to come
wrong.
here
Yeah.
in an industry that you know there is an expectation of a tip or a gratuity. You didn't just order number 3. You were like,
Right.
and this, extra that, no this, cold that, hot that, whipped that. You made your own. You build your own bear of a drink. And then you know, tip me $1. I could have I could have poured your drink out right then. But I didn't. I moved on to the next guy. Thank you for your business. Thank you for your dollar. You know, so long. But you took your tip back. I think it's because she didn't say thank you. I think that's what like why else would he put it in there after she'd already pushed the buttons.
Yeah.
He took the tip back because in the story she didn't say thank you so oh my god, thank you for that dollar. Thank you,
Well,
Dylan.
no, because according to the story, she took the tip, he took the tip back because all she does is push buttons.
But she had already pushed the buttons and made the coffee, right?
She's saying that because she didn't say thank you for the tip. Oh, I really appreciate it. He's like, well, I guess since you're so ungrateful, you button pusher.
For my dollar.
Well,
You button pusher.
I got something extra to throw in there for $1.
I still stand
That's
with
me. That's it.
I would never throw coffee at somebody. I do like accidentally on purpose knocking it over. I do like a big
Yeah,
dramatic.
Like
I love
Tammy.
that.
Oh, the movie Tammy
that's
in
me
the
all the
gas
way.
station when she starts knocking everything down.
Oh god, that
And then
movie's
the grandma comes behind and does the same thing.
that movie's funny.
You're right. You're right. There's better ways without throwing it on the person. But yeah, it's not true. So
Oh,
next.
oh, thank God. I don't have anything.
Oh, whoopsie. Just playing. I've been making a list. I have a couple of things. Um, one of them is a trend that's happening right now, and I think Colby and Patrick would be great participants in this trend. And I'll tell you guys exactly what you need to do. You just get them to tell you like a list of things around them, or
Yes, I
like
know where you're going with this
a
one.
list of their tools, or a list of the things that they use at work, and you record them giving you that list. And that's it. They're done. The trend is you say, things my husband and I put up our butts. Me, nothing. My husband, and then you insert the clip of him going, a water bottle, pen, a can, a prescription bottle, an ashtray, a fireball bottle, a box of cards, a sign, a Scentsy, a microphone. Hilarious. Hilarious. Might be fun. Might be fun to do. Just saying. Chew on that, ladies. Chew on
just
that.
just throwing that out there.
Yeah, just give it a
You
whirl.
can pick it on up if we
Hey,
want.
want to make a TikTok with me? Tell me all the tools you use at work, and they'll give you a list, and that's it. Like, cool, thank you.
The one I saw was I don't know if you've heard of Alicia and Scott. It's like Alicia McCarville or something like that. And she had her husband say what his favorite Christmas decorations were. And so she does the thanks, my husband and I put up our butts. Me, nothing. Him, and he's like holding up like cracker, the fucking this
Oh, he's
Christmas
showing
ornament.
things.
Yes, so you have a visual. And so he's actually showing there's like the three wise men, but he doesn't know where one of them went. So in the comments, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I wonder where that third one is." Yeah. So sorry to interrupt, but
So
you're
good.
right.
No.
So hilarious.
Yeah,
I'll send this one to you guys because it's hilarious.
it's funny. Yeah, they do like their toolbox. Hammer, screwdriver, wrench, needle nose. Oh, you're muted.
She's yeah.
I would have to just be like, "Hey babe, show me your tools." I could
Yeah,
never start off with,
name
"Want to
them.
do a TikTok with me?" Because he'd be like,
Yeah. Fuck no.
"Nope."
Yeah. Well, it was just a thought. The one that
Funny.
I really wanted to talk about um is a play off of the word of the year, brain rot.
Yeah.
And this was a TikTok that really took me by surprise. It was a guy who looks like literally the average Joe, mid 40s, bald, skinny, white guy, probably from the Midwest. I'm sure he's a perfectly fine gentleman, but he's like, "Hey, remember me? I'm the guy that got laid off and I've been looking for a job for 6 months and I finally got hired. And the company I work for, I'm the only human and everybody else is AI. And today I have to go talk to HR because I called the bots clankers and somebody got offended." And I'm just like, the fuck? And so I go to the page because clearly I need to know. And I just went ahead and scrolled all the way down and just went to the bottom, and I just went and watched the first videos, and they are all animated. There's no, I don't even know the guy's name. I'll call him Steve. He's not in them. the first TikTok videos are all animated, and they're talking about the brain rot research lab or company. And then all of a sudden he shows up and he was like, "Hey, I work here now and they gave me access to the TikTok and they told me to post a TikTok and I don't even use TikTok, but here I am posting a TikTok." And then, there's another one and he's just like, "Okay, so here's what I do for my job and I just found out like," or I think he's like, "I think my boss is an AI." And it's basically like a soap opera of this guy getting a job finally, and he's like, "I understand that my job is to do the analytics and to read these reports and to tell them what I think about what I see. That is my job. I'm a consultant. I analyze data and that's what I'm doing." And um he doesn't know if he's going to get paid because he's starting to realize that it's all AI, it's all computers. And payday comes and sure enough, there's money in his account. So he's just going to go ahead and keep working there. He has not Teams, he has Slack, which is like,
We use Slack at work.
yeah, that he interacts with all these other coworkers, and they get on meetings and do projects together, and but they're all AI and he's the only human, and they need him there because they need to know the human reaction to their products or their reports or their data.
So the meetings, are they just phone meetings then?
Oh no, you hear HR talk to him.
Mm-mm.
But there's no video.
We don't see it. We see him. But if you've spent any time on TikTok and you've seen anybody talk to HR or get called into a group meeting, they're not recording the meeting. They'll get in so much trouble. They record themselves.
Yeah.
Like they'll record themselves. So yeah, you see him recording himself, but he, he's just
I don't
working.
know if I believe this.
I don't believe it for 1 second.
Okay.
And
Because I want to know who's paying them.
what I said in the
Nobody.
comments
He's
was,
just
this
making
is
TikTok.
this is brilliant. This is somebody is so fucking creative and so goddamn talented, and they are so aware of the lack of brain cells amongst our society that they know that people will think that this is real. And they are viral on TikTok. And what's great about it is, much like the tea lady, you go back and you look at those first videos, there's only 500 views. There's only 47 likes. There,
That's how it should be.
he's getting 35,000 likes, now that and he's like, "I don't even know what this company's about. Like, I didn't make those. I just showed up and I do what they tell me to do, and I'm collecting a paycheck." And I'm like, "You, sir, are fucking brilliant. You are a genius." I bet he's an accountant. I bet he, has a wife and 2 kids and they're upstairs and he's down in the man cave and he's made this whole scenario. He should write books. He should write movies. He's fucking brilliant, but it's so, it's good. It's good. Brain rot research on TikTok. Check it out.
Huh.
Will do.
Nice. Um, Sorry, I accidentally closed my page that I was going to read off of. Um, Mine is, this story's been ongoing and I've been following it for a minute and then it kind of disappeared for a while. So, but today there was an actual update. So I was going to talk about that. So there's this guy on TikTok called Zachary Patrick. And I know he's like a minister. He also owns like this snow cone stand. Um, I think they have quite a few kids. Anyway, uh, they have this daughter named Bella, and I believe Bella's 14. But she wanted this house that was for sale next door. And, you know, she asked her dad if I could get, because it was $180,000 or around that amount, if I could get 180,000 people on TikTok to just donate $1. Can I buy this house? And he's just like, yeah, sure, sure. But then people started wanting to donate, and so he went ahead and set up Cash App and a Venmo, and people started donating. Um, as people donated, she was coloring and drawing this picture of the house next door because when she was done with it, she was going to hang it in her new house. Um, so it's so cute. So every time she'd get a certain amount of money, she'd do that much more of the house. Like, so it was like a, visual chart of the money that she had earned. Um, Unfortunately, somebody bought the house before she could. And
Oh.
when they had heard that this was going to, there it was under contract or whatever, they tried to like talk to the guy, like, hey, whatever, whatever, and he is like, well, she's 14, so it's not like she could really own the home. Anyway, she's not going to be living in it. He's like, so the new owner is basically like, this is just a startup home for me. I don't plan on living here forever. So the moment I decide I'm going to sell, you guys will be the first to know. So in the meantime, she has raised the full amount of that was her goal. So her picture was completed. And so the update today was they took it to a frame shop. So she has a very nice, it all framed in this nice wooden frame so that one day, however many years down the road, um, she will be hanging this picture up in her house. So
Next
I thought
door
it
to
was a very
her
cute story,
owner
and I
house.
was following it every day to see how much she had raised. And there was a lot of criticism, like, oh, this is just a money making scheme. The dad, this is money for the dad. Um,
Oh.
you know,
I
and
hope not.
he'd go on there and literally say, this is not, this is for Bella. And then of course, well, she's only 14. She can't own a home at 14. She'd have to be at least 18. Um,
No fucking shit.
Put the home in a
uh,
trust. It's
right,
people don't just fucking know the laws like they think they know the laws. That house can
right.
absolutely be procured and put in her name, and she doesn't live in it or touch it or what. Sorry.
Yeah, no. No, that is exactly what. And of course, this guy's like a pastor, so he's very nicely telling people to fuck off, as
Love that.
nicely as
Love that.
possible.
Even better.
Um, like, no, this isn't coming to me. This is going to an account that is hers. And um, then came that she wasn't going to get the house, but people were still donating money to her. So she has that amount in like a CD um, account now so that it makes interest for her. Um, but she's keeping the money. She didn't spend any of it. It didn't go to anything else. That is her end goal. She wants this house. So she's got the money sitting, waiting in an account for when this guy decides he's done with his starter home. Um, yeah. Anyway, it's just a really sweet story. So
I love
I
that.
love
that's my
that.
That's
social media.
awesome.
Haven't seen that or heard about that.
Miracle on 34th Street
Mm-hmm.
is basically about a child that dreams for a certain home and wants Santa to bring her a certain kind of home. And if Santa's real, Santa will do that. And
Ah.
I think it's crazy that this is the story of a young girl that wants a home and she knows what she wants, and a little different with Santa and miracles, but still
Right.
brings it all together. Like,
Still a
I
feel good story.
so good.
Especially on the lead up to the holidays.
Yes.
Feels good.
Press play together and we all watch it.
Oh, that'd be fun. If we can get it on here, I
Yeah.
can just share the screen.
We make a Zoom date for Miracle on 34th Street watching party.
Okay, well, you let me know.
I
Let's
will.
find out
Set
what
that up.
platform it's on. We'll have
Okay.
someone log in. I have a lot of things.
Who's ordering the
so
snacks?
lots of options.
Gotta have your own snacks.
So I took the liberty of skipping on a couple of cards on the deck of cards. You know, what were your favorite toys and games?
Is that where we're at?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like something about this group is we just love a lot of our past together. And we have a lot of memories and a lot of really funny stories and things like that. And those things have been, even when we talked about Suspect Is, we talked about there are other ways for us to tell these stories than roasting each other. So I hope you don't mind, but I went ahead and got out of our childhood years and I got us up to teenage years.
Oh God.
Awesome.
Is that
Oh,
okay?
I don't know.
It was only just a couple of cards.
All right, let's go.
And I think that since we're getting ready to release to the world, this is a perfect card for today. And it was, who were your closest friends in high school? And I think it's a great time to give a shout out to the other people that we hung out with and spent time with when we were teeny boppers.
I mean, other than the three of you bitches, I was with the Brazzles a lot. Anna and Katie and uh be, you know, April was a year younger. Crystal, you and I were the closest.
Mm-hmm.
And you were on in a different place at that time. So, yeah, lots of times with the Brazzles. I liked it after that, after we kind of all got back together again.
Yeah,
Reunited.
I was in a different place. That's a funny way of putting that.
Maybe a different country.
I mean, I
It's
was
like,
physically in a different place.
yeah.
So were you.
But like even after that, like I was definitely in a different place. It depends on what part of our teenage years you look at.
Yeah.
I mean, my junior year of high school, I was in Tennessee alone. Crystal was in Canada alone. Kylie and April were in Wamego without the people that they'd been around for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It, I mean, that year alone was life-changing for all of us. Well, definitely for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we all just kind of tried to come back together, but it was never the same after that.
Yeah.
That's why I think about the Brazzles. Like, they're consistent.
We had a lot of fun with that.
Let's see. Shonda Boffman.
Shout out to
I hung out
Shonda.
with her the like first part of high school. And then I would say my later part of high school was Corey Reed.
Shout out.
To those two bitches. Corey and I won't, oh God, I'm so sorry, Dad. Never forget the time that we took his work truck, the Kanza work truck, to Aggieville. I didn't cruise Aggieville in Kanza truck. I
Okay.
just parked it and then we walked to Aggieville.
We walked the rest of the way.
But yeah, Corey and I, we had a good time. Same with Shonda. We had Shonda was like my dyeing hair stage. Like I dyed my hair a lot with Shonda. I'm surprised I still have hair.
I I just feel like Shonda was so like opposite of you, like calm and not like wild.
Yeah.
And then there was April.
I think Shonda's always been pretty even keeled,
She was. She
had her
kept,
wits
yeah.
about her, chill. She's
She liked the wild side of April. That's why. And man, can her parents drink some Mountain Dew like just no tomorrow? Keeping the Boffins household going through the 90s. Holy fuck. The amount of Mountain Dew that went through that
April's never
house.
seen so much Mountain Dew.
I obviously would have put Corey Reed right at the top of my list of people that I hung out with. Um, her birthday is at least in the fall. It's early at the beginning of the year. I was 18, like right off the bat in senior year. All you bitches are so much younger than I am. And
We're
when
fucking babies.
when you're talking about
One
Hers is
whole
in
year,
December.
like 9 months.
when you're talking about who can get into Silverados
Silver dildos.
when you're 18 years old, that matters, right? Like Corey's birthday's in December. So like before even the Christmas break, we were able to go do a little bit of line dancing with the GIs.
Yes.
And that was really important. Look, Corey and I had a relationship back in middle school, and so did Shonda and I. Like I was, friends with them in 6th grade. Like just when same time I met you guys. So, may not have been as close in the later years, but definitely love both of those ladies very much. And I really hope they're listening. And I really hope that they're laughing. And I really hope that they remember some of the things that we remember. And
Yes.
I obviously love me some Katie Brazel. Had a really good time hanging out with Katie. She grew up in Manhattan when we were in Wamego. She didn't come to Wamego until the very end of her high school career. But we got to hang out with her before that. Also should probably shout out Kim Ebert and
Oh, yeah.
RIP.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
RIP Kim Ebert. Um,
That's right. That's probably one for me.
Oh my God.
Sure.
I definitely hung out with her in middle school and a little bit of high school, and her family was part of Jason's family. So even when we weren't hanging out, I would see her and her family
For sure.
at family stuff and holidays and stuff with, Jason's grandparents and stuff.
Jenny.
Yeah, I didn't hang out with Jenny a
I
lot.
did because she was on
You
my
did.
like down the street.
You did when we were, yeah, younger for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah. Um, Kim Ebert introduced us to Danon, and
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I love Danon. I am friends with Danon on Facebook to this day.
Dana.
The guy that came to my high school reunion. Okay.
Was it Justin?
No.
Yes. Justin.
No, I know it wasn't Justin. It wasn't Justin. I know who Justin was.
It was
Justin wasn't
absolutely
in high
Justin.
It was he had brown hair and he drove a truck, and Crystal, you were standing in the back of the truck
The white
on
truck.
our way
It
to
was
Bob's
Justin.
Diner.
Oh, Justin.
No, it
Justin.
wasn't.
Eric.
Justin
Eric.
Yes.
Those are my first gays in the middle of Kansas. I was like, we were lucky enough to have 3.
Yeah, I know.
I'm friends with all 3 of them on Facebook.
I'll never forget being in the basement of the duplex. We would, oh God, we were terrible fucking teenagers.
What are you talking about?
Like getting wasty pants and everybody trying to hook up with everybody. Nobody knew who was gay. Nobody knew who was straight. Nobody cared.
So it wasn't just us though, right? Like it
No,
was
it was everybody, all of
my
us.
everybody from the
God.
community that
We were
we
living our
met
best
and
lives,
brought home.
getting ready to go out to the party out in the woods where there was just a big kegerator and nobody cared.
What were we drinking?
Boons and fucking beer out of the keg.
Mad
Mickey's.
dog.
Mad
Mad
Dog.
Mad
dog.
Dog.
Mad Dog. And Purple Passion.
Mm.
Oh,
That
God
was my
bless
drink.
America. Walking around Aggieville with fucking 32 ounce of Mad Dog or Purple Passion, acting like we
In
were
a brown paper bag.
Acting like we were grown.
Well, the peach tree was
so
in, or the
grown.
Goldschlager was in the
Mm-hmm.
paper bag.
Good Lord.
We were shitting gold for a week.
Thank God we didn't have to do the Cola Guard back then.
Oh, I know. You guys need to pay me for this sample.
He's got 24
It
karat
would be
results.
it would be
The
all
whole,
sparkles lighting up.
whole reason they're worried about our buttholes right now is because we were living that Mad Dog life 20 years ago. They're like, your colon's
Shit.
fucked.
That's colon clean, man. That shit
You're
would
right.
clean you out.
Oh my God.
Well, I will definitely have to add Corey Reed to my list of teenage people I hung out with. I remember they used to live on Main Street. They did for a lot of.
I think they still do. Her
Do they
parents.
still live there?
Her parents still live there next to
Yeah.
the Ace Value or
That
Ace
cannot be true.
Shout out. It's Western Auto
Across
is what it used to
Western
be.
Auto.
Yep, shout out to Mac and Alice.
Yes.
Yeah.
That can't
Yes.
be true, though.
It
That they
is.
still live there? Dude,
Yes.
she just posted pictures of some kind of family get together. I think Casey and his kids were there. And Mac and Alice look exactly the fucking same.
I
No
bet
They
they
were
fucking
do.
so
way.
cute. Well, I remember one time I was staying over there and I don't know what we were up to, but we decided we were going to run across the road in the middle of the night, run across the road to the Methodist church, which is the church, of course, my family went to, and run through the sprinklers.
Yeah.
So we waited for the cop to go by and we ran
Yes.
across the street, ran through the sprinklers, hid behind a bush, wait for the cop to drive back by, run back across the street. Yeah.
Yes.
Who else? Shonda Boffman, I know I hung out with her. I mean, through my whole school period. Even I remember what grade were we in? We lived on a house on Vine Street that she came over and we tried to make fortune cookies. They were not a success, but we tried.
How were you guys
Um,
gonna get the fortune in there?
A for effort.
well, we
Well,
had
you
it
make
all
them wet,
they
and
just
then you put the fortune in, and then we learned how to make I literally just talked about that today. I remember learning how to make fortune cookies in school.
yes, and then we tried to go to my house and make the fortune cookies and they did not turn out. I feel like I'm thinking there might be a possibility looking back that the oven wasn't on because I'm pretty sure I wasn't allowed to use the oven by myself. So that might be part of the reason. But I cannot recall 100%. But who else? Bana Stutzman.
Oh yeah.
Bana.
Oh, Bana.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry,
I
God,
Bana.
remember
Bana.
staying the night at her house. I'd been over there several times because I was in 4-H and her mom was one
Yep.
of the, I think, cooking teachers or something anyway.
Same.
So I had been over there before, but one time I stayed the night and her dad made me do the dishes. I never went back. I don't think I ever stayed the night again after that. Like when you stay the night at somebody's house, it's a vacation for you. Like, you don't have to do no chores. You just pick up after yourself. But yeah, no
Nope.
dinner
They
and
were the
we
farmer
went out.
bunch.
How many people in that household?
Like 12. I think they had like legit
No.
12 children.
No.
No.
Wasn't that
Well, they
bad?
had
Stutzmans?
older kids
Three
that were
three
out of the
younger
house.
boys, Bana, her sister Pam, also RIP, and then
And-
maybe an older brother.
I think one
they
or
had two
two older
younger brothers, Alvin and
Three, two or three.
Sam, Albert, and
Sam.
Alvin.
Yes, Sam, Albert,
Theodore.
I'm sure, yeah, they
Mute your
heard that one a
mic,
lot on the
April.
bus.
Mute your mic immediately, April.
We need to put your filter on.
Can we please just give the Stutzman family their shout out, please?
Shout out Stutzmans.
I remember back when I was dating Jared Cole, RIP.
Yes.
He was friends with this is sad, Forrest, also RIP.
R.I.P.
And we would double date with Marcy Frang. So which her and Forrest got, I called him Frosty, but we
Oh yeah.
double dated a few times, and I grew up with him, even though he went to another, I think he went to like Rock Creek or something.
Yes.
But being little, I remember him being in my preschool, I think. Who else? The same usual suspects that we all mentioned, the Brazzles,
And the Everts.
Selena and Anna, mostly for me. I didn't really know Katie until after high school. April, of course, being in Mr. Glenn's class. I believe he gave us a hall pass once to get the F out of his class, like go somewhere else besides. We just wouldn't stop talking, basically. Like she would always sit right in front of me, and then she'd turn around and he'd be like, be quiet, this is study hall, or whatever. We were always told we needed to be quiet, and I believe one time he gave us to just go, like he must been having a day. Like it was like a permission slip just to go wander the school because I can't handle you. Yeah, I mean for them, I think that is it for the most part. I know like during school, kind of maybe a few things after. I know Rael Simmons.
Yeah.
I'm also
Oh, yeah.
saying maiden names. I don't remember everyone's married name now. This is why I just use maiden
O'Shea.
names.
Oh shit.
Yes.
You're right.
O'Shea.
We did spend some good
Yeah.
time with Rael, especially a little bit later.
Yeah.
I
The
think when
later time is what I remember.
Sarah Block as well.
Sarah
Yeah.
Block. Yes.
when I was pregnant.
Oh my God.
Our beer case races.
The apartment across the street from Aggieville.
Yep.
Rael,
Yes.
Sarah, all of them.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And we got a
Going
case
places.
of beer. And Kylie and I sucked that night, but Crystal and Megan were just fucking rocking that case of beer, trying to see who was gonna finish
Can't
theirs
do
first.
Who won?
Case race.
I can't
Just
remember
gonna
who
have the
won. Do
same
you remember,
thing.
Kylie?
Just
Do
tell
you
me I
remember who
won.
won? I mean, they were both adamant. I
Just
remember
tell
at one point Crystal was like, I'm gonna win.
She probably did.
Sure that I
She
did.
probably did. I don't know. One of you bitches.
I mean, we're talking
won.
about the woman who did a keg stand at her own wedding reception.
Yes. I feel like if Meghan would have won, she would have remembered that and she'd have been like, absolutely not. I won that.
So I believe it was you, sis.
It was on me. All right. Well,
I'll give it to you.
I apologize for anybody I may have left out or have forgotten.
Yes, I apologize if I left you
Sorry.
out.
Same.
Tanika, I just remembered. I hung out with
Yes,
Tanika a lot.
Tanika.
She does comedy now.
I know I watched one of her clips online today. She had it on Facebook. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, she's pretty funny.
And beautiful as always. I swear to
She
God, she
is.
looks the
She's
same as she did in
pretty.
high school. Like
Yeah.
she hasn't aged a bit.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Must be nice.
It's all that iron in the Wamigo water. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Bye.
Bye. forget to like and subscribe.
Love you guys.
And that's a wrap for this episode of the Mac Besties podcast, where friendship is always the main character. We're so grateful to have you here with us. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share the love with your fellow besties. Got a story to share or a topic you want us to dive into? Connect with us on Facebook or Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, remember, life's better with your bestie by your side.